effects models.
That's a lot of features, isn't it?
It's a lot. There's also a beautiful 6.2. It also has 12 inputs, 10 outputs, and 4 effects loops.
That is a lot of effects loops. I don't know any other product that has that. That's amazing.
So many loops. One of the other things that separates this product from other products on the market...
So out of an amplifier, so... Welcome everybody to Tone Wars Fight Night. This is going to be a great night, isn't it?
That's right, it sure is. There's so much excitement in the air, it's electric.
It sure is. So why don't we get things kicked off here by talking about the contenders. Why don't you tell us about the Helix?
All right, our first contender is the Line 6 Helix. It has over 200 amp, cab, mic, and effects models.
That's a lot of features, isn't it?
It's a lot. There's also a beautiful 6.2-inch LCD display.
Man, that thing looks so pretty. I just want to dump a bucket of gravy on it and sop it up with a biscuit.
You've got problems. Anyways, it also has 12 inputs, 10 outputs, and 4 effects loops.
That is a lot of effects loops. I don't know any other product that has that. That's amazing.
So many loops. One of the other things that separates this product from other products on the market are its customizable LCD scribble strips. All right, Biscuits, tell us about the Kemper Stage.
It's lean, it's mean, it's the soul-sucking machine. It's known to suck the soul out of an amplifier so well that you can't tell the difference between the Kemper and the real thing. It's got the feel, it's got the tone, it's got the texture, and it sounds absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but does it have scribble strips and a nice big LCD screen?
No, it doesn't. It's got a screen that gets the job done, and you know what? It doesn't need all the stuff that the Pretty Boy Helix has because it's got morph, and that's a feature that no other product on the market has.
Oh, right, it morphs.
Yeah, I think the Helix is in trouble tonight. I really do. I think that this is going to be a great fight, and I guess, what's your prediction tonight?
I think it could be anybody's game. We have two great products.
Yes, we do.
Let's get it started.
Welcome to Tone Wars Fight Night. And we're live. Hello,
We made
everybody.
it.
We made it. Yes, it's been a long month.
It has been since we announced we were going to do this. That's right.
We've worked our butts off trying to get all this stuff organized for you guys. And we want to welcome everybody here. We have some excellent guitar players here that gave up a portion of their weekend to be here and be part of this. And we're very grateful for that. And you get to meet them very soon. And, well, let's go over some things that you guys are going to expect tonight.
Sure. Well, first we want to give some shout outs and say thank you to these people provided Kemper profiles. Scott, Live Ready Sound, Ben Brown, Michael Britt, and Jay Croft. Thank you so much for providing those. Helix presets were provided by Chris Taggart and Andrew Stonedrock. Jared bought the rest from the Helix Marketplace and dial in several of his own as well. Some of our guitar players. Let's go through our guitar players.
Yeah, so what we'll do is some of them brought in there, like Johnny and Phil and Aaron also play the Helix, and they sent me their own presets to put up against the Kemper as well. So we're going to see how that goes. And what else do we got to cover before we get things going here?
The first guitar player is TJ Richardson. He's from Salvation's End, right? And then up next after that is going to be Aaron Lucas from Interstate Revival. We have Phil and Johnny from Elsie Banks and Dave Seymour from Dead and Five. And like you said, the three of them, Aaron, Phil, and Johnny, they sent in their own Helix presets to put up against the Kemper. Thank you for everybody that has sent in super chats over the last month. We really appreciate those.
We do.
We've put that money right back into the show, into the set, into all of the software and editing and all of our time just to make this better for you guys.
Exactly. So I got to go over the signal chain, right?
We're going to do the disclaimer real quick.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. So Jared owns both of the products, the Kemper and the Helix. He's purchased both of them with his own money. Neither one were donated or given to him to review or promote. He's had the Helix for over 4 years, and he's had the Kemper for about a year. He had the toaster unit, and then when the when the Kemper Stage came out, he was probably one of the first people to have that as well. He enjoys them both very much. The only winner tonight should be you guys, the viewers. Our goal is to provide an entertaining and informative evening for everyone involved. The fact that these two products are pitted against each other in the ring tonight is a testament to them both being great products and worthy opponents.
Yes, and we want to make sure that everybody understands that this is going to be as fair as possible. Yeah. We have tons of profiles from the Kemper and presets from the Helix that we're putting up against each other. Some have the same impulse responses, some don't. It's just a matter of variety and all the different things that they have to offer. It's always going to be the same amps pinned up against each other. Again, a lot of them will have the same impulse responses, some won't. And there's also a bonus round where we kind of mix things up a little bit just to show some variety. You know what I mean? So that'll be fun as well. And then after we're all done here with all the players doing their thing, ranking everything 1 to 10 based on tone and feel, what we're going to do is we'll have a wrap-up session with everybody. We'll all just kind of gather around here and talk, and you guys can ask questions. And we will be entertaining questions and comments in between players. Carrie will be reading the questions and going over that as well. So let me go over the signal path. Okay, so it's going to be guitar directly into this MXR AB box, and then from the AB box into each of the units here. Okay. Thank you. And I can read. Okay, so, and then from each unit, the XLR outs are going directly into 2 Friedman cabs, one of which will be facing the guitar player directly, so there'll never be any off-access kind of thing. So they're both into the same units, and one of them is facing the guitar player, so there won't be one and one that's over here and one over there. Again, direct access right in his face, so he can hear everything perfectly. Okay, and then, so in the 1/4 inch from each unit is going into the line 6 M20D soundboard, and then from that into my audio box, Personas, which is my interface on my computer, and out to you guys. So what you guys are going to hear is the direct tones, and what these guys are going to hear is the tones plugged straight into the cabs. The EQ on either unit globally at all. So it's very fair. And what I will be doing too is so that way there's no trends. There's it keeps them guessing, and there's no way anybody can be like, well, A's killing it tonight. I guess A's the winner.
Right.
A might be B next time, or it might not. So I'm just going to keep everybody guessing on that.
I'm dying to go read the comments. You guys, we can't see the comments right now, but when we go sit down while the next guy is setting up, we'll go in and read the comments and see what's going on.
So before we get to the next segment, let's go ahead and read the rules. Did we do the rules yet?
Sure. No. The guitar player must start with A and then play B and then go back to A before making any comments or decisions regarding the score of each unit. The guitar player can ask for slight EQ adjustments once and can also request that the overdrive pedal be turned on or off according to their taste. The guitar player should play long enough to develop a score for each unit, but since we want to try to keep the show to like 2 hours or so, fasten your seatbelts. We want you to stay with us for 2 hours.
Order a pizza.
Right. Get your beer.
We did.
Right. Just play long enough to be able to rank and develop a score for each unit. We'll mute the mics, and then when they're ready to talk, they'll raise their hand. That's how you know they're ready to give us the information. I'm keeping track of the information on a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, that we will talk about at the end of the show. We'll bring everybody back on the set and go over the final tallies.
Yes, the final scores will all be revealed, and then, then we'll basically pick the one that came out ahead tonight. And again, both units are amazing.
Yes.
I own both. I use both, and I think that they're great units, and I just thought this would be fun to do for you guys and for us and the guitar players that are here, because there is a lot of talk about these units and how they compare. So we figured we'd come up with what we think is the most fair, thorough test that you could possibly do. And again, these guys don't know.
Up first is TJ Richardson, the lead guitarist for Salvation's End, a progressive power metal band. TJ's worked with singers like the YouTube sensation Rob Lundgren, who's had millions of views on his videos.
And around here, TJ's known as the janitor because he does a lot of sweeps and he does them well.
Up next is Aaron Lucas, the lead guitarist for Interstate Revival. Interstate Revival is a mainstream rock band with a heavy blues influence. Aaron has been in several successful projects in our area, and Interstate Revival is his current passion. Up next, we have Phil Stewart and Johnny Neville, the guitar duo of Elsie Banks. Elsie Banks has traveled to LA and back several times, and they've even played the world-famous Whiskey A Go-Go on Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, California. Lastly, we have Dave Seymour. Just kidding. He's the lead guitarist for Dead End 5, one of the more well-known bands in our area. In fact, Gary Holt from the bands Slayer and Exodus gave Dead End 5 a really nice shout-out on social media and told everybody to go buy their album that was just released a couple months ago.
Okay, so now that we've discussed the Contenders and all the features that they have and met the players,
are you ready to rock?
all right.
There we are.
Here we are behind our little desk here. Okay, let me take my glasses off because I kind of want to be cool for a minute.
Yeah.
Take these off. Okay, we're back, and this is TJ, and he's going to be testing out the first group of presets and profiles. And so again, just go A, B, A, and then go ahead and turn them both off, and then we'll unmute your mic when you're ready to talk, and then we'll have a discussion about what you want to score each one. Carrie will enter the data in, and then we'll maybe even discuss why you feel the way you do about certain things. So again, we're ranking tone and feel separately, 1 to 10, and at the end, all that'll be tallied up. Okay, so let's do a quick. Let's do the first one. So what we're doing right now is the 5150 block
EVH,
letter,
right?
EVH, out of both units. And I will go ahead and mute the mics, and we'll get started. Here we go.
Sounds good.
Okay, so what do we got?
I think the first one, A, I'm going to go ahead and rank that one maybe like a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that tone or feel?
Tone or feel?
It's, honestly, the tone. And the feel, to be honest
Okay,
with you.
so tone and feel 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
B, I'll go ahead and rank that a solid 8.
B, a solid 8?
Yep.
Okay.
For both tone and feel?
Yep.
Okay. So how did A feel to you?
It kind of felt lackluster almost, like not enough sustain in a lot of the notes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Did your strings feel okay, or how were your hands? Were your hands dissatisfied with what they were playing, or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, B definitely sounded a lot fuller.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, well, that was quick.
Yeah.
All right. So
When
let's.
you know.
I guess.
Yeah. So let me go to the next preset here on both units, and just give me a second, and then we'll mute the mic and see what's what here.
Let's see. Let me say hi while you're doing that.
Yeah. Go
Aaron
ahead.
Short. Hey there.
Hey, Aaron Short. What's happening? He's got a great channel. Check him out. He's an awesome guy.
Ben Burnett. Is anybody as excited as me? I've been waiting all week. That's right. We have been waiting all week too. Lots of preparation. Jason Taylor. Half-hashed. I see the law is in here as well. Jamie Trevino. Matt Gregory. Paul Smith. Dave Rabel. Hi, Dave Rabel. got some of your whiskey up here.
Yes, we do. Dave's a good dude.
Aw, Aaron, your wife is in here. Ed, let's see. Cheers from Amsterdam. Hi, Ed from Amsterdam. We have Derek Anderson. You ready?
Yes,
All
I
right.
am. All right, so let's mute the mics. And this is preset number 2 under the, still in the block letter 5150.
Awesome.
Here we go. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Definitely. I'm feeling B on that one too.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you rank, well, while we're on the subject of B, what would you rank B? Tone and feel.
That one would definitely be like a solid 10.
Really?
Solid 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like that one. How the sustain and just how it feels.
Okay.
overall.
All right.
Um.
So solid 10 on
Yep.
those.
Yeah.
And then what about A?
A 3.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I just it feels like it's like lacking in
3, you
overdrive
said?
almost. You know,
Okay.
It doesn't. It's just. Yeah. Yep. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I'm sorry. I
No,
couldn't.
no, that's the thing is about this whole thing is that I told these guys before we went live, I said, be honest, be brutally honest. Obviously, we don't want to, bash anything or be cruel, but we have to be honest. And I think what you're doing here is just being honest,
Right.
So because we're trying to give you guys the best information that we can give you. And just so you know, too, the guys watching, just keep in mind that you're watching it and your hands aren't involved. It's just your ears. These guys, it's their hands and their ears. And believe it or not, we all know this. I mean, this is common. You listen with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
If it feels good to your hands, your ears are going to like it more. If it feels terrible, your ears are, there's like that battle that goes on, right?
Right.
The Chicago Todd just super chatted $10.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chicago Todd. You're awesome, dude.
He says he can't watch the whole episode. He'll watch the replay because he's gone to rehearsal. But gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, well, let's go to the next one here.
Now, this is our last EVH tone, right?
Yes, this is our last EVH tone for TJ. So let me dial those in really quick, and we'll get moving. So that's all muted. Good man. Okay.
That's right. Keith Bartanian, he says, sick as hell. Nice. And Eddie Reed, greetings from Scotland. Nice. I love it. There's
Scotland.
people from all over the world.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Rochelle, it's Rochelle Lucas, she says, wow, you can really hear the difference between A and B, and I don't even know guitars. Right with you, right?
She shares a house with a lot of them.
Warm chord music. Hey guys, kudos to you for pulling this together.
Hey, what's happening? Jay, what's going on, man? Okay, so, and just so you guys know, speaking of warm chord music, Jay is going to put his Axe FX 3 up against the winner of tonight's
Nice.
shootout. So that will be on one of
Another
the
shootout.
Yeah, that'll be on the next one of the next few fight nights. So
I think whenever we say fight night, we have to say it together.
yeah.
Fight night.
All right, so I'm ready for the next two presets. So let's mute the mics and let TJ go to town. We're going to go A, B, A.
All right. So that one, I would probably rank that one probably a 4.
Okay.
And then
Both
B,
tone and feel.
yeah, yep. And then B, I'd probably rank that one 7, both in tone and feel.
A 7 tone and feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anything stand out between the two that you want to discuss, or is that pretty much it?
The A actually sounded a little bit more aggressive than the last one.
Okay.
But just a little bit more. Between both of them, I can kind of, I don't know. It just kind of feels dull, I guess. Both of them do, in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, duller than the last set.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
really
alright.
liked the last tone.
Yeah, I love that one actually.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, it feels like they still need like a little push. So.
They're asking, is the volume the same on both? B sounded a lot louder. If you want to speak to that.
I did everything I could
Yep.
to adjust the volumes. I was down here for 2 days adjusting everything to the cabs and to the meters. And here's the thing you guys got to keep in mind. Every player is going to play a little more or less dynamically than each other. And palm mutes always spike the volume up higher. Just it all depends on how you play. Like I can adjust the volumes just by strumming, but as soon as I palm muted, both of them responded differently.
Yeah.
You know, even if the strumming volume was exactly the same, sometimes different profiles and different presets have a little more oomph than others, and it's just a thing where when you palm mute really hard on something that's got a lot of beef to it, it's gonna be louder. And so I did the best I could. So some of these might appear that way, but it's just the way it is, you know. So I do the best I can.
Well, while you're finding the next one, I just want to reiterate again, that's TJ Richardson. He's from the band Salvation's End. Go ahead, do all your Facebook and find me here and there. Do that stuff.
Yeah. What is my Facebook?
Everybody look up your Facebook stuff real quick.
Yeah, you can find us on salvationsend.com.
There you go. Website.
Yeah, we got a
however it is.
website. You can get actually 3 free songs if you guys want to, subscribe to our email list. So there's that. And yeah, I mean, facebook.com
All right.
/Salvation's End.
So
And-
basically just search for Salvation's End,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Yeah. Yep.
All right, we've got a couple more super chats here. Dave Rebel says he's fired up and he sent some. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Ben Burnett is the best, man. He says, a special thanks to Carrie for putting this all together. Carrie, you are awesome. Jared's okay as well. Super great idea with this fight night. Thank you, Ben. I always love your comments. It's hilarious. We did put a lot of work into this. Jared especially. He's been running around like a chicken with his head cut off for days.
Yeah, it's been crazy. My whole life has been about this for a while, so...
MySpace, warm chord music. Do you have a MySpace?
I really
It was
should.
a joke,
I
right?
really should. I'm so behind on the
Yeah,
times
you got
now.
to get with it, dude. All right, so now we're moving into Engl territory.
Here
We're
we
into
go.
Engl territory. So here we go with this one. Okay.
All right. I'm starting to sound like a robot. But yeah. So that one, I would probably rank that one in tone a little higher. I'd probably rank that one as a 5.
Okay.
And feel, it's gonna be like a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What didn't you like about it?
It almost felt like there was like a very high noise gate on it. Like I couldn't sustain a lot of the notes that I.
You want me to change that, or is it still like it doesn't matter because of the tone doesn't work for you anyways?
It really doesn't
okay,
work.
because I'm always willing to, if
Right.
just so you guys know, if something's kind of close and you're having a hard time, I'm willing to make changes to be fair.
I mean, we if you want to turn the if there is a noise gate on, if you want to turn it off, we can try it and see if.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how do I do that without you guys knowing which one I'm touching?
You got to do it both.
Yeah, let me adjust the noise gate on both, and we'll see what's what. So let me go over here and
go to a commercial.
Right. Well, they're saying B seems louder again. Warm chord music. I like the low mids a lot on the second Engl tone.
Okay, so
let's see. Maybe it's only on the stream. They're saying maybe it's just on that end.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's see. Rick from A Silence, is that how you say it, man? A Silence is checking in even though there's no bass war. Nice. There's no bass war. Maybe someday. We got a bass player we can put in.
Yeah, we got several.
A bass player, too.
Exactly. So, all right, let's try that again. Go ahead and go through them again.
Sure.
Okay, so what do we got?
It's same rating.
Okay.
Yeah, same rating for A. For B, I would probably rank that. Tone wise, I would definitely rank that higher up, like a 9, and feel a solid 10.
Okay.
Yeah, just because.
On B?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me check something on the board. Just got to make sure something's plugged in right.
Chris Phillips says, "Can you turn up A, please?"
Yeah, we can definitely make some adjustments. Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Yep, live TV here, folks. Just double checking some stuff here.
That's right.
All right.
Don't forget to tune back in every Sunday night. We normally go on at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Next week is going to be just another chat between Jared and I and you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break from all the craziness of putting these episodes together.
Yeah, this has been
Right?
nuts.
But I'm sure there's going to be lots of, not backlash, but I'm sure there's going to be lots of talk in the communities, and I'm sure Jared's phone's going to be blowing up with messages and comments, and we will discuss all of those live next Sunday night when we have more time to breathe and go through everything. And then the following Sunday night will be another Anastasi night. It'll be our second band night, so our band will come back and perform a couple of songs, and then we'll talk about the gear that was used. And
all right, so let's go with the next one. We're still in Engl territory. I did find what the issue was.
Cool.
You guys are supposed to be hearing a stereo sound, and somehow one of the cables came out just enough to make it not want to be both channels.
I was wondering.
Yeah, it was in one ear.
If our mics are picking up the.
No.
No, we're good.
No, we're
okay.
we're muted. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's
so
right.
so we're good. So sorry about that. So from here on out, the problem should be fixed. So it was not intentional, just something goofy happened. All right, so here we go. Let me mute us, and let's go with the second Engl dealio.
Sure thing.
Now they're saying A is louder.
Yeah.
I actually felt a little louder.
Let me adjust both of them here. Yeah, you won't hear anything different in here. Because just so you guys know, that little cable coming disconnected did not affect what the guitar players are hearing in here, because they're going on a separate out on these cabs. Okay, so it just affected what you guys heard out there, so not what these guys are voting on in here. All right, so what did you think of that?
That was actually a lot better. A lot. A, actually, I would probably give... In terms of tone, I'd probably give that like a 6.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then feel, it'd probably be the same thing, a 6.
Okay, so we're trending up on A a little bit. Okay.
Yep. And then B, I don't know what it is with B, but it's solid, man. I like it. It's
I think it's your favorite letter.
It is actually, yes. But yeah, that one's gonna be tone and feel. I'd give that one probably a solid 9.
Really? Okay. All right.
MK says he digs your plan, TJ.
Thank you.
Oh, he's
Thank you. I
amazing.
appreciate that.
Like, what you're hearing TJ play tonight is probably like a third of, not even a third, probably like a tenth of what he really does. He's a maniac. He's a shred master. But I mean, tonight we're playing, tire kicking riffs, but you have to promise everybody when we do the bonus round, when we do the lead stuff, you got to just go in there and just light that thing on fire.
Yeah, well, if you got any gasoline, I mean, that and, I think I got insurance on it, so it's all right.
All right, so we are done. Let's see, we got a couple more Engls to do. So let me go to 7E. All right, so...
I just have one more Engl on my spreadsheet, and then we switch to Archon.
No, there's 3 because we get one here too. I'm doing an and. So, okay. So let's see. Oh, that's right. Your spreadsheet. All right.
Spreadsheet dictates.
It is what it is. All right. So let's go ahead and you're right. I'm glad you said something.
This will be the last one then for Engl.
Okay. Well, there it is. All right, so let me mark this off, and 60. All right. Okay, so let me mute the mics and go ahead. Yeah, that one. I can't do A. I'm sorry, man, I can't do it. I'd probably rate that one in tone and feel, probably like a 2. On A or
on
B?
A.
Okay,
Yep.
so A is 2, tone
Yep.
and feel.
Yep.
And B, I'd definitely rate that like a 7 in both tone and feel.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Next up,
All right.
Archons.
Now we're going to Archon territory, guys. So 05A.
There will be 2 tones from Archon. Volumes are closer. He liked to be more for clarity on that. That was from Half Hashed. Manny, thanks for joining us after the gym. No.
Okay, we are ready for these. So go ahead there, mister. Take it away.
overdrive on A?
It
It doesn't really feel like there is one.
Let me check. I'll check them both here. Okay, good there. And I'll make sure one's on here. Let's see. Yeah, there is one on both.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
None.
Okay.
Yeah, in tone, I mean, some people like low gain when they play like heavy metal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess in tone, I'd probably give that one a 3 to be honest with you. But feel is a solid 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
I like, I don't know what it is, but you know, I it's kind of like I'm playing a first act guitar.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it kind of feels like.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
And with B, there was just a lot more clarity. Almost like I didn't have to dig too hard into the strings.
What
and,
did I miss your rating for B?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. B would be definitely a solid 8 for both.
8 for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you know, I kind of feel like I have to hit harder, and I'm kind of a light picker. I don't really, you know, beat my guitar up.
Okay.
So
They're saying they can't wait to hear you let go.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're almost to the bonus round. We got a couple more in each, and then we're going to go to the bonus round. I got a lot of profiles and presets here just to be thorough, but I'm starting to think maybe we can skip some, and because this is taking a bit, you know what I mean?
It is.
So let's go ahead and, you know what, let's skip the next Archon, and let's go into Rev territory. We're going to do a couple
Sweet.
there. So,
All right, we're going into Rev?
mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
6B. And... Okay. That way we can keep things moving here.
They're excited for the Rev. Kai down. Excited for the Rev stuff.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. What a night. All of the nerves are kind of calming down and we're getting into it.
Yeah, I was a pretty big mess before this, but I'm starting to kind of get into it. Okay, so here we are in Rev territory. Let me mark this off, and boom. All right, mute the mics, and we go.
Right. So A, I would give 3 on both tone and feel.
Okay. Okay.
And then B, I would give definitely an 8 on both.
8 on both. Okay.
Yeah. 8, I kind of feel like I could just go on stage and play.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. B, I can go on stage and play. A, I kind of feel like I would need to work on it a little bit to get it to the point to where I can go on stage. And play it.
All right. Gotcha. All right. So let's do one more rev and we'll go into cleans and the bonus round. That way we can keep things moving here. Let's do...
I feel like the other players will move a little faster. We had some kinks we had to work out with this one.
Exactly. Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. All right. So let's do... let's do...
Chad Boston, thank you for the super chat. He says it's always a great show, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate that very much.
Aaron Short says watching Tone Wars is making him want to buy a Jackson and grow his hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't go wrong with Jackson, man.
That's a nice looking guitar. Aaron says, do them all. He has all night.
Ah,
If only.
yeah.
Do you know a Nathan O'Keefe, TJ? Do you know a Nathan O'Keefe? Says Mr. Helix himself. Maybe he's talking about Jared.
Oh, probably.
Sorry, I'm like so preoccupied right now trying
No,
to find
do
this
your
one
thing.
preset here.
Do your thing. And this is not going to be the last fight night. We are going to do the first Sunday of every month is going to be a fight night. Let's see. I wrote down what is coming up. The next one is going to be the Friedman ASC 12 against the new Line 6 Power Cab 2x12. So what is this? This is September, so the first Sunday in October. That is going to be the fight night. We haven't worked out all the details on that yet, and then after that, we're going to do the winner of tonight's episode, so either the Kemper or the Helix, we're going to put up against the Axe FX3. So that should be a real big night as well.
Okay, awesome. Well, here's the next two Rev units, and here we go.
Sorry.
Sounds like the cab is off there, saying.
Yeah, the cab was off. It's on here, but the guy that sent it to me on one of these, oh God, he told me that he forgot to tell me that it doesn't route out to the mains. So let's go ahead and bypass that one. Let's not
do that one.
Yeah, because in here you
all
could
let
hear
our
it,
ears
but
rest.
for you guys,
Yeah.
you guys didn't hear the cab. I didn't know that was going to happen. Sorry about that. That was boy, you can tell we're live. So let's go back to 6B.
You need
That's the ultimate tone, though, man.
You need a
Yeah.
production. Oh, did they miss the
That's
ultimate
the
one?
ultimate tone there.
That
man.
was the one. You guys
no
missed it.
cabinet, no cabinet at all, man. You got to make sure you EQ all the bass out of it and all the mids, so it's just all treble. You know.
All right, I'm going to cross this one off because in my ears it was terrible. I'm like, is it just me or holy
too.
crap?
I had to pull my in-ears out. I was like, no.
That's why I pulled this one out. I'm like, what does it sound like in the room? Why is he still playing?
That sounded fine in the room.
Yeah, it sounded fine in the room, just so you guys know. All right, so let's try this again with another two, and we're off.
Nice face.
Yeah. A is definitely a 2 all around.
Okay, two all around.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you gotta watch out for those single notey riffs, you know, because
Yeah.
if they don't have any like cut or any oomph to it,
Yeah.
or none of that. If it sounds like you know, it's your strings are dead. If it sounds like the cable's going bad,
Yeah.
you know, that's clear
It's
indication.
not good. Yeah.
So
Right.
just to be clear, we are on the second rev tone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we skipped over
Yep.
the other one.
All right. So what would you give B?
Honestly, B I'd probably give a 5
Okay.
in both
Okay.
tone and feel. It was a little too thin for me.
Okay. All right.
They're like, what? I know nothing.
Well, that's the thing. Just keep in mind, guys, like these guys are playing through the Friedman ASC 12 cabs, and they're feeling what they're hearing
Yeah.
too. So there's a huge difference. Like I've done this too, and I've watched the episodes back, and stuff that I thought sounded or whatever sounded terrible in here sounded a little better online listening back to it, but my hands weren't involved, and your hands are just as important as your ears, you know.
Yeah.
I might have earbuds in at work listening to something and be like, oh my god, that tone sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and listen to it on my studio monitors and be like, wow, that really sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So you never know.
So what are we going to next?
Let's go. Let's speed this along,
Yep.
and we're gonna do one Friedman, and we're gonna do a clean, and then we're gonna go into the bonus round, and then we'll speed
just
up
tell
the rest.
me which one you're doing. There.
Friedman HBE.
Okay, got it.
Yep. So let's do that. And then we'll move on to the next player. We'll move things along, guys. Just so you know, we're, you know.
Aaron Short says that's why it's best to have real players' opinions. How it sounds in the room is important.
It is. It really is important. I mean, that's why half the time when you buy presets online based on what you saw, and you get it, and you're like, oh my God, that's horrible, because now your hands are involved, and your hands don't like them. You know.
What are you guys drinking tonight? Are you drinking beer with us for fight night? I'm gluten-free, so I can't drink beer, but I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this Ace. It's pineapple cider. It's sweet, but it's delicious. And then
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm drinking the spiced whiskey.
The spiced whiskey. That's
from Dave
right.
Rebell, my buddy.
Jared needed a little more than beer
Yeah.
for tonight.
Yeah, my nerves were going crazy.
But I saw some moose head up there.
Yeah, I had some earlier. All right, so here we go with a Friedman HBE.
I liked both of those a lot.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
you
really
like them
I like both of them a lot. Yeah.
both? Okay.
A had a lot more texture to it, like note definition.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one I'd probably definitely rate a solid 7 out of that one.
Okay.
They're both tone and feel.
Okay.
You know, I kind of feel like it could have used a little bit more oomph, but
Okay.
it's close.
It's
like,
close.
I'd be
All
fine
right.
with going on stage with that one.
Okay.
And then I'd rate the second one an 8.
An 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
for both.
For both? Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I'd be happy with both of those tones, regardless of the unit
okay.
going on stage and playing a show with them. Both
could
of
do
those
it.
were really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we going to do Fender Bassman, Matchless, or Deluxe?
Let's do. Let me turn my volume up a little bit here. Here we go. Let's do the Fender Bassman. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to skip the next two.
Yeah, we'll skip the next two
Okay.
because we got to get moving here.
Yeah.
So. Let's see.
Let's see. Dave Rebell's drinking 40 Creek Founders Reserve. Nice. Nice. Paul Smith, Strong Rum and Coke. Dave Seymour, who's on later, he's New Belgium Voodoo Ranger IPA.
Dang. Aren't we fancy?
Right? EBX Jen, she's with the pineapples. Thanks, Jen. Oh.
Okay, we are ready to go. Let me mute and we'll go. These are the cleans.
Yeah, A kind of felt a little dull compared to B.
Okay.
So I mean, it was still pretty good. I would probably definitely need like effects on that, some good reverb and chorus.
We'll do that in the bonus round too.
Yeah. But that one I'd probably rate definitely like a 6.
Okay.
For both tone and feel.
All right.
And then the other one, B, I'd probably definitely rate that one a 7.
A 7. Okay. All right.
Okay, so now you're headed to the bonus round.
Ooh, yay.
Oh, can you hand me that mouse?
Sure thing.
I forgot to grab that earlier.
Your mouse, sir.
Thank you.
Nice. Jack Summer says B was super nice, more body.
Mm-hmm.
Silky smooth, Sundrop Punk said.
Okay, so let's put this
Alec,
here.
you didn't miss any guitars. TJ's our first one. We had a few kinks to work out with this one, and hopefully the next will run a little bit more smoothly and quickly. Not that we're rushing. Everybody's like, don't rush. Don't rush.
Okay,
We're
good.
not
We
gonna
want to
rush.
be thorough, you know,
Yeah.
but okay, so let's go into the bonus round, and here we go. Okay, so let's go with let's go ahead and mute those. 6A. Can you mute those? Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
And then
So the first one is lead channel with effects, right?
yes.
Okay.
Let me find the next one.
Everybody is sitting on the edge of their seats in suspense. Right.
All right, don't let them down there, mister. Here we go. Shred your butt off.
All right.
Okay.
All right. The first one I kind of felt like, or A, I should say, felt kind of like it was working against me. Like I really couldn't like hit no
It wasn't-
definition. It was
okay.
just like it was almost like dull.
Okay.
You know, I
Just
couldn't.
fighting you.
Yeah, like no
Okay.
sustain almost. That's what
Okay.
it felt like. B had a lot more sustain and a lot more warmth to it, especially like during like the arpeggios.
Okay.
You know, when I'm playing certain leads and everything, I'll go to my neck pickup, which is, you know, a warmer pickup anyway.
Mhm.
And when I'm doing arpeggiated sweeps or whatever, it sounds nice. So
Jack Summers says he feels like A cuts more, but B sounds more amp-like.
yeah.
So what would you rate A?
I kind of feel the same thing. I feel like A just needs a little bit of work and it'd be workable. So I would say that one's definitely a 5.
Both tone and feel?
Yeah.
All right, and B?
B is I'd say that's another 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tone and feel, 8. Are you going to do all of the bonus? Are you going to do crunch channel or?
I'll do one crunch channel, and then with effects, and then I will move on to something else.
Okay.
Just want to keep it moving here.
Yeah.
These guys are going to start falling asleep in the waiting area.
That's right.
Sorry, guys. We'll get it moving.
Drink more beer.
No, that'll make a fall asleep even more.
Oh, goodness. I don't have to work tomorrow. That made me happy. So we can be here as long as we need to be here.
Yeah. Okay, so here is a dual rec, you know, with effects for rhythm. Just like a little bit of chorus and some delay, just to kind of show what these guys can do with effects and stuff like that. So here we go. okay.
Yeah, A still sounds like it's lacking in overdrive. It's lacking any like punch. So that one I'd rate a 2.
Okay. All right.
And B I'd rate that as a 9. Because I mean, as soon as I hit that first chord with the chorus and everything, it felt huge. So.
Okay. All right. Cool.
TJ doesn't have the stink face; he has the happy face.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I do. If like you know, what is it? If I hit a really good chord and it just sounds awesome to my ears, it feels good. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I have the opposite. I make the stink face when I like something.
Right.
All right, so let's do clean channel with effects, and then we'll move on to the next guy.
All right. So this is our last tone from TJ.
9C. 2.
And get some water.
Yeah.
Whew, it is hot down here.
I got the air cranked and everything.
I know. This is so different from our normal Sunday night episodes.
I know.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice to have all you guys here.
Yeah.
So ask some questions. You guys are. I love that you're talking about it. They're all chiming in on B, A. I like this. The first riff was evil. Ben said your first riff was evil there on that.
Oh well, thank you.
B was huge and defined from Manny. Are those Tone Junkie presets?
No.
No. Okay. Nope. Nope, Nathan, they're not.
Okay, so here we go with the next two. This is a Matchless amp. And let me mute the mics.
I like both those a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I would probably rate A a solid 7.
Okay.
And then B I felt a little warmer.
Okay.
So I'd probably rate that one a little higher, probably like an 8.5. No, I just go ahead and round it up to a 9. It's actually
9.
better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
All right.
Well, thank you, TJ.
Thank
Again,
you for
Thanks,
having me.
man. Thank you
He's
very
from,
much.
Salvation's End. Check them out. Find their website. You can find them on Facebook.
Yep.
And
Yep. SalvationsEnd.com and Facebook/Salvation's End.
All right, so we're going to bring Aaron Lucas in next, and while he's coming up, I'm going to turn the air up a little bit.
Thank you.
And I may or may not switch A and B on the
That's
unit.
right.
So let me mute that mic, and we'll get going.
And I'm gonna fill.
I'm good to,
Yeah.
Go ahead and ask some questions. I don't think we thanked Scott Davis in the beginning. He is the owner of Fisticuffs Combat Academy in Waterford. He let Jared and I go in to his gym after hours, and we shot some of the footage in his boxing ring there. And he's always been very gracious host. My son took boxing classes there for a while, for one whole summer, and felt like he developed a little bit as a young man. And what I really appreciated about this guy is that he started off as a counselor, Scott did. And he opened the gym and became a boxing coach because he said that he felt like he was reaching more young men that way and being able to help them that way. So a great place right here in Waterford. I feel like the name sounds super aggressive, and Fisticuffs Combat Academy, but he's a really great guy, and your kids will be in good hands. So there's that. And then we wanted to thank these following people sent us some Kemper profiles to use. Live Ready Sound, Ben Brown, Michael Britt from a small country band, Lone Star, and Jay Croft. Thanks again for donating those and helping the show. Chris Taggart and Andrew Stonerock, they sent Helix presets. Jared bought the rest of the Helix presets from the Helix Marketplace and then dialed in several of his own as well. And we have 3 guitar players, Aaron, Johnny, and let's see who's the other one, Phil, had their own Helix presets that they sent to Jared, and Jared also found matching Kemper profiles. So they're going to actually use their own personal ones.
All right, let's bring in Aaron.
So Aaron Short is, I say Aaron Short.
Aaron Lucas.
Aaron Lucas is coming. His band is Interstate Revival. His lovely wife is their lead singer.
My world.
And his lovely wife and his world.
So we find your sheet there, mister.
Kai Down says Jared's presets are really nice. He uses, I use his Friedman preset a lot.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Your
I appreciate
preset
that.
for the Helix.
Oh, yeah?
If anybody's got a Helix, needs to download that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that one turned out pretty good, I thought. Thank you. All right, so Aaron, you're more of a kind of lower gain. You're not like a high gain metal kind of guy, right? You're more of
More of a mid gain.
mid gain.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like to see how far I can go with a mid gain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna do is find some stuff that Aaron's dialed in, as well as some stuff that we bought and all that kind of stuff.
Did you take care of?
Oh yeah. So like, let me see here. Thank you for reminding me.
Just to be fair.
Just to be fair, thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
That's why you are worth
That's why
so
I'm-
much for having to be around here. Is that muted? It's all
No,
muted?
mine has nothing.
All right, so I may or may not be switching these, just so everybody knows. Ooh.
Do a little dance.
Yeah. There we go. Let's see here.
Let's see. Aaron Short says he's only 5 subs away from 2,700. Oh, nice. So that's on his channel.
All right, so where's the legend at for that cable?
Right here. Is that what you mean?
You're my legend.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. Let me
Yep.
double check, make sure I did this right. 1 second. All right, just making sure we did everything right.
Super secret stuff.
Super secret. All right, so let me get Aaron going here. We'll move this right along. So,
Hi, Dookie from Seoul, South Korea.
hey, what's up?
It is 8 o'clock in the morning there.
Oh,
We are doing good. And we're hot. It's very hot down here. Darren West is going back to work. Rock on with no sleeves. Yeah, you got sleeves. I got sleeves
Shoot.
tonight.
Should this is way below the regulation for rock.
It's
that's right, man. What the heck?
Leif is watching from the Philippines. Good morning.
What's up? Hey, how's your mom doing, man?
Let's see, who else is in there?
Okay, so here we go with the first 2 Engl profiles with Aaron, and off to the races we go.
I think I liked A a little better.
You like A better?
I mean,
Okay.
It was kind of a little high pitched for me.
Okay.
I would have to doctor it up a little bit, but it felt like it just had that punch
Okay.
in the
All right.
face. Both were usable,
Okay.
but if I had to give, in terms of rating it, I'd probably say B was a 5 for both, and probably a 7 for
A.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
It just felt like it was, not to be lazy, but it felt like it was a tone that I would have to tweak the least to get things rolling.
So it was a
Gotcha.
7 for A,
Yeah, a 5.
a
for
5 for
yep.
B. Okay.
Okay. All right,
Next.
so let's go on to the next one. Let's go into Friedman territory.
So we're just doing that one Engl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
On
We'll
Friedman.
go into, because we got a lot of Friedmans here.
Okay.
So
Is there a Morgan Friedman?
a lot of revs. Well, I say.
Here I am, Morgan Friedman. Narrate another Tone Wars.
All right, so
Italy is in the house. Hi, Alec. It's 1 a.m. there and counting.
I thought time was the same everywhere.
almost there. Sorry, there's so many of these in all of these units to keep track of. So
You're just fine. You just do what you're doing.
just feel like I'm taking too long. Just want to make sure I'm accurate. Okay, here's the next two Freemans. Go.
All right. I like the tone of B. I just felt A had a little bit more of a bite. It almost felt
Okay.
like they were two different channels.
Okay.
But as far as usable, what do I need? I got two channels to pick from. What am I using live?
Yeah.
Probably A. And,
Okay.
And then I would probably keep the same and score the same.
Seven.
A7 out of 5.
Okay.
Okay. So 7 and 5. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I mean, both were good. I'd have to tweak them both, but it was,
Okay.
Olivia Lucas says, that's my dad.
All
Hi,
right.
Olivia. Your dad says hi. He can say hi. But
Hi, Olivia. Bradley, Olivia, how are you?
2A. All right. So let's go into.
what pickups are on the Gibson?
This is all stock.
It's all stock.
All stock. 2019 Gibson Les Paul.
All right. So now we're into Rev territory. So we're going to do these two and go for it. Here we go.
Let's say B. B was the winner in that.
B
A
was
was
the
a
winner.
just a little crazy.
Okay.
But B felt more better.
More better.
More better. That's them Taylor schools.
How old are we?
41. Got a mind of a 13-year-old.
So this was the Rev, right?
Yeah. If I'd have to score them both, I'd say A. I'd probably put it maybe about a 4, and B about a 6.
6. Okay.
6 and 4.
Dang, you picky.
I am.
You ain't giving nothing over a 7 yet.
Death right.
That's right. That's right. Cuss.
Are you sticking with Revs or are we?
Yeah, let's do another Rev.
All right.
All right, so 2B or not 2B. Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Off we go. Go ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
okay.
Nice.
But I felt both were usable tones. A just felt like it just had that little bit extra grit.
Okay.
I think. But B was good. I could see me using both tones depending on what song I was doing.
Okay.
Interstate there's kind of a range. I'd definitely probably say A, give it about a 6. The other one maybe about a B, about a 5.
Okay, so 6 on A, B on 5. Okay, for both tone and feel.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Did they feel responsive? I mean, I'm just trying to push.
Yeah, I mean, I felt B. I had to maybe. I wasn't getting that attitude.
Okay.
That I wanted.
So you had to push harder to get it.
Yeah, I make a wisecrack in our practices because years ago I seen Kenny Wayne Shepherd's pedal board, and on his wah-wah pedal he had the word pimp
Oh,
written on it, you know. And I always say when we have a good show or when we have a bad show, I say, well, I didn't have my pimp. You don't have that groove where you feel like, you know, and that's, I didn't feel that out of B.
okay. So you felt like
More attitudinal out of it.
Okay. So
Attitudinal.
it supported your playing
Yes,
more.
I get
So
it. It definitely felt like it received the pick a lot better.
okay. One of the things that I look for in tone too is like I want an amp that helps me play. Like it plays with me, it volleys with me,
Absolutely.
and like gives me what I need to. Yeah. So I want something that's responsive.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's do. Let's go into Marshall territory, huh?
Great. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done Marshalls yet tonight, so let's do that. Do 09A, and we're gonna do.
Aaron, do you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, 2 shows next month. I think it's Saturday. I think it's the 14th. We're at the Phoenix 510, and then the following Saturday we're playing at the Maidstone.
All right.
We're just doing what we can to make the Maidstone Theater maybe a kind of like a CD release party for us.
Oh, fun.
Not super announced, but that's kind of just our goal.
All right.
But yeah,
so not super excited, but kind of excited.
well, we're very excited, but we're not. In case we don't make the deadline, we're like CD.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
Where can people find information about Interstate Revival?
InterstateRevival.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go with Marshall territory. Let's mute the mics and go for it.
Didn't really like either one of those.
You like either one? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what are your not like it ratings?
I mean, I guess I could tweak them and use them or
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I'd probably just flatline them both at just 3s. Each
Okay.
one 3 for both of them.
Okay.
There was some good and bad out of both, but none of them were home
Not
runs.
for you.
No.
Okay. So let's go on to one more Marshall.
I
Deal.
only have one Marshall slot.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I guess we won't do that.
Archon is next. didn't I?
Archon's next. So let's go to. Okay. Okay.
What Marshall model was that? Do you remember?
2204.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, off to the races we go.
Both pretty good. I'm leaning toward B. I just felt B like I had a little more control over.
Okay.
But they both were on this side of those cabs. They're both pretty tasty.
Okay.
I'd
People
say
are
A though.
agreeing with you. They agree.
Yeah,
B.
I definitely say I'd give A probably about a 6 and B. I'd throw a 7 at them both.
Okay.
I felt like neither one of them I really had to really grind my pick to get it
Okay.
going.
So 6s and 7s.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Okay, so let's do.
Are we doing 5150s or are we staying with an Archon?
Let's do. Let's do one more Archon.
Okay.
Okay, and
Dave Rebel says no to both, but B was better of the two. He was with you.
yeah, that's what's so good about this test is that there's just, everybody's got different tastes, and that's why I had different players.
Yeah.
Because there's players that will love one thing, and the other guys that they'll hate it. So it just gives everybody a really good idea of what's going on here.
Absolutely. We have 69 people watching right now.
Awesome.
Hi, 69 of you. If you
Yeah.
haven't chimed in and said hi, say hi. Even if you feel like you don't know anything about guitars and you're just one of our buddies and you're watching, just say hi so we know you're there.
I don't know anything about guitars, and they let me even on the show.
Hey, it works, right? How'd you get in here? All right, here we go with the second Archon.
Do the same exact thing I said before with that.
Okay,
You
6
know,
and
that
7.
it just B felt a little bit better.
Okay, so
Felt a little bit more open.
So 6 on which one?
Yes, so I'm 6 on A, 7 on B.
Okay, 6A, 7. Okay.
All right.
All right, so now let's move into.
You want to do the 5150 or Bogner?
Let's go to Bogner.
Let's
go
do
to
it.
Bogner. Yep. All right. So.
Bogner's a popular one.
Yep.
Hi, James Miller. You just got here.
Hey, James.
Carl, Celtic Gibson. Heidi, hi. Jim Lund. Who else is here? M. Prater 86.
Okay, here we go with the Bogner.
Kind of dug them both, but I think B was a lot better.
Okay.
I think A was just got a little crazy. It almost felt like there was two different tones.
Okay.
There, A had a lot more just punch, but I can kind of hear that warmer, ampy tone out of B.
Okay.
So, and I could even hear it for us, like songs I have, like I could kind of use that there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would definitely say the B be about a 7.
Okay.
Put A about a 5.
Okay. So tone and feel the same.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
5 and 7s.
all right. So let's go to some.
If anybody wonders what I'm doing here with the laptop, I have a spreadsheet, and it's an Excel spreadsheet. I'm just keeping track of their ratings.
She's lying. It's fantasy football.
If you knew me. No.
She doesn't do the sports. Okay, let's do 150 150. Can we go
Sure,
back?
yeah,
Okay,
we can.
so let's do 150 150. I just want to get a couple of those in because I remember we talked about you saying that you do 5150
Oh yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
sometimes.
When we do some of the 7-string songs that we do, I'll use
Okay.
it. You know.
All right, man, take it away.
Nice.
That stuff, they both felt pretty good. I'd say A by a nose. Because I felt like, because to me, it's like when I think of that, the EVHs or like the 7-string tone, it's got to be that tone that undeniably just punches you right in the teeth.
Okay.
You know, so, but man, that's a hard one. That's what she said. But I just feel like it, I mean, I don't know. For the sake of time, I mean, B was good though too, though, because I could definitely hear some warm amp-like tones there too. So yeah.
Okay.
Man, I just.
Do you want to do it again, just to make sure?
Yeah.
All right, just do it again, man. You sound kind of uncertain.
I'm gonna definitely say A. You know,
Okay.
A was probably a little bit better.
Okay.
For both, tone and feel, A is 7, 5 for B.
5 for B.
Um,
Okay.
But they usable tones for both.
Okay. All right. All right. So there goes the 5150, and let's go into clean territory.
CF Live asked, this is cool. Do you do live wars often? We do them once a month. This was our first one.
First Sunday of the month, we're doing Fight Night.
That's
And
right.
this is how we're going to do it. We're going to bring in multiple players, and they're going to do blind playing through each unit, not knowing which one it is. It's going to be A, B, ABC, whatever, however many products that we have, and then they're going to rank it 1 to 10,
Yeah.
and just like what you see here tonight. So stay tuned. Every first Sunday of the month, we
Yeah.
go live at around 6, and this is what we do.
And if you want to, you can dig back through Tone Wars channel. Jared has done several other shootouts on his own. Our channel has evolved into this. It started just in his living room and him doing some things, and he had some buddies over a couple of times to do it, but it's definitely evolved into what you're seeing tonight. So, but man, go back and dig through. There's a lot of good information still on this channel. Let's see, what else is here? Wow, I missed a lot of comments. Sundrop digs the forum. Thank you. So do we. Bill Beard, hats off to both of you for being able to make this happen from a technical standpoint. Yeah, that's Jared, really. I mean, he has spent all of his time thinking about this and planning and trying to make it as best as possible. We kind of, last Sunday night, we had a mini test run with him doing it, and we noticed that there were some volume issues, and so he worked to try to get those straightened out. And yeah, thank you so much for all of the compliments. They're thanking you up and down.
Oh, well, you guys are welcome, and I appreciate it very much. I mean, it's been a lot of work, but I love it, so really appreciate it. Thank you. It means the world to me. So here we are with a Fender Bassman, and take it away.
Leaning more toward A. I think B would need to be doctored up a little bit.
Okay.
Both were good. You know,
Okay.
And I know with finger picking, that gets it a little bit lower tones.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, and plus these are just chosen, so they're not
Yeah.
dialed in for like whatever pickup you're going to use.
For sure.
I just choose them, and you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, both were pretty tasty presets. You know.
Okay.
I definitely say A, just because it seems like when you want that kind of chimey high end, if you're doing something kind of mellow. So I would probably throw a 7 at both for A, and then maybe like 5 for B.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 and 5.
You haven't had one that you just love yet.
No.
There's like, yeah, I could do these. You gotta find one that you love.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the thing is
Or
like.
hate. You gotta hate one.
Well, the
Yeah.
one.
Well, and quick disclaimer too. Like I'm not a mid-gain player. So I picked a lot of these just based on what I figured you guys would. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I could be. I'm sure that the scores would probably be about the same ratio, but maybe they would be higher or lower depending on what you get. So it all depends.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of big game guys, at least the guys that I look up to, like a Warren Haynes or something. I mean, it's not only just the amp of what they're playing through; they're playing with that volume knob on their guitar. Like they're living and dying by that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're right. It all depends on what pickup you're selected on. And
Absolutely.
all that.
So what are we on next? Are we doing Matchless? Are we doing Deluxe?
Let's go into bonus round.
Bonus round!
Yeah, because I want to give him a couple more to do in the bonus round here. So let's do...
You're gonna run the bonus round?
Yes, I'm going to run the bonus round thingy-dooey.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There it is. I feel like
All right, bonus round. Let's do.
And we're back. All right, so tell me again. We're doing lead channel with effects.
Let's do rhythm channel with effects.
Rhythm channel. I don't have I've got lead channel, crunch channel, or
Crunch
clean.
channel.
All
Yeah,
right.
same thing.
There we
Crunch
go.
with effects.
Got it. They like the graphics. CJ Live. Awesome graphics.
Yeah, just give me a second here.
Celtic Gibson. Are we hearing the tones direct from the modeler profile? A is less boomier than B.
Yes, they're coming direct to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, bear with me,
Ooh.
guys.
Lucky Spook. Great show, guys. Many thanks for doing it. Greetings from Norway.
Ah,
Hello
thank you.
to you. MK, I don't know of anyone else doing this format. This is great. Hats off. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry if I seem dismissive. I'm like dialing stuff in while I'm saying thank you.
No, you just do it. I'll take care of it. Thank you.
Okay, so here we go. This is a 5150 with just a crunch rhythm with some effects on it.
Sure.
Let me mute the mics.
cool. I almost felt like that was the one where A and B felt like they were two different deals, two different sets. Because it was like I felt A had definitely more of that grit, more of that punch.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what I was doing, I probably would gravitate toward that live.
Okay.
But both were usable tones. B was good, but just not as exciting.
Okay.
And that would, but like I said, both good. I'd probably A would be 7, B would be 5.
Okay. 7 and 5. All right. So there's that. Let's go to a clean channel with effects and see how that goes.
Sundrop Punk says that Les Paul works great with the blue and green lighting. So far, A, which I think is the Kemper, is better. I could be wrong, though. That's from Celtic Gibson. We'll find out at the end.
Yeah, we have to remain stone-faced over here about everything.
It's so fun, though. Let's see, Aaron Short. I like when the floor pedal was in the shot so I could see which switch he was on. Is it not in the shot anymore?
This one, I can scoot it back.
There you go. Your wish is...
Man, some of these are just hard to find. I got so many in here.
Well, I can go through the disclaimer again. Jared owns both the Helix and the Kemper. He bought them, paid for them with his own money. He's had the Helix for about 4 years. He's had the Kemper for about a year. He had the toaster model first, and then as soon as the stage unit was released, I'm pretty sure he was probably one of the first ones to have that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So
Yep.
these were not donated. Nobody's paying us.
Nope. These are just... That's why I'm staying out of it and letting these guys decide, on what they like. So, all right, we're ready with a clean amp with effects. These are Matchless. Here we go.
Both pretty good from these cabs. Both felt
So
pretty close.
Yeah, these cabs are amazing. They really are.
But I'd say A by a nose.
Okay.
Again, it was that little bit kind of like the high end jangly thing when you're playing live. You want to
Okay.
feel. I mean, at least for my use of purposes.
Sure.
But both felt really, really, really good.
Okay.
I'd throw maybe a 7 at A and a 6 at B, but it's like
Okay. It's pretty
I
close.
almost want to do like a 6.5 or something.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Make Perry's job harder.
Right.
We're just going with whole numbers here.
Yeah.
Someone earlier had asked when we were saying 6 p.m. is when we go on. It's Eastern Daylight Time. Only these fight nights will go on at 6. If it's just our normal show where we just have a hangout and talk and drink and
That's 7.
enjoy, that's at 7.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Eastern Daylight Time.
So here's the last one on the bonus round for Mr. Aaron. Let's see here. 2D. I think this is another Marshall. Find it. There it is. Wow, that was quick. All right, go for it, man. Cool.
Both were pretty good. I felt like as far as like just getting that just gritty, I need a tone where I just need this for a riff that's just gonna the opening riff type thing.
Yeah.
I felt A was closer to that than B was.
Okay.
For sure. But both are pretty good,
Okay.
But yeah, I mean they I think in terms of numbers, I'd throw a 7 at A and maybe a 5 at B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're liking the 7s and the 5s, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's do one more with Aaron. He wanted to do a lead channel, so
we
let's
can do whatever. I didn't know what that
Oh
was.
no, we'll do a lead channel. These are gonna be high gain though. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Brian Miller. I was gonna chat, and then I'm like, I think our mics are hot. He says, I forgot to text him a reminder.
Sorry, man.
That's right.
All right, here is a lead channel. This is a 5150 block letter unit.
good.
Okay.
I felt like I could hear more of the note out of A.
Okay.
B, I felt like I felt like the effect was a little bit, the effects, the delay and stuff was a little bit more obvious. But on this side of those cabs, they both felt pretty strong.
Those calves really make everything.
That was pretty tasty stuff.
Nice.
Goodness, man, I would probably throw, good.
Don't say 7.
Don't say 7. Okay, I'd throw a 7.5. No, I would probably do. Oh goodness, man! Can I just 2 seconds of each one? Is that okay?
Yeah. Let me meet you again. Hang on.
Yeah, I'd probably lean more toward B.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd probably give B an 8.
Okay.
There we go.
I would give A a 7.
Oh, nuts!
I can't wait to get away from them 7s, can we?
It's when I used to be a Striper fan.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
What cabs are they?
What's what?
They want to know what cabs. This was in the bonus round. It was the lead channel.
Oh,
Do you have
they're using the same IR, which is a live ready sound impulse response that is of a Mesa 2x12 vintage 30 with a Royer 121 and an SM57 mic on it. So that's what that is.
All right.
A lot of these are the same impulse response to keep it fair, but again, sometimes I won't do that because I got to show variance between the two units.
And then in-house, the players are hearing Friedman's, right?
Yeah, the Friedman ASC 12s, and they just sound amazing. You could fart through them and it sounds good.
Let's find out.
Well, that was our last one for Aaron, right?
So nice job. As long as that's muted, so you can go ahead and unplug.
Our next player is Johnny Neville.
All right.
Johnny Neville from
Enjoy.
LC Banks. Come on in. Do we have any LC Banks fans out in the live chat?
Woo.
Look at that guitar.
Yeah, it's sharp, right?
Sharp, yeah.
To go along
Jared
with
is,
the Les Paul, that 2019 line. It's the Explorer.
All right, so we have some switching around to do here. What time is it? 7:45. We're rolling along at a good pace now.
Yeah, we had a little kind of short start, but
Yeah, don't forget to do your little dance in front of the Kemper and the Helix.
yes, yep. I gotta maybe switch them, maybe not.
They want to hear about your guitar. Talk about your guitar.
This is the 2019 Gibson Explorer. When I bought it, it was called the Legacy series, but as I've heard, it's changed to the V2 series.
The V2 series.
But I love it. This is the first Gibson that I've owned, and I'm definitely not disappointed. In the
Good.
purchase. I love it. It's been my main guitar the last year. But I like the sound out of it, and I'm excited to hear what it's going to sound like with some of these profiles
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. If I could find the darn thing.
Talk about.
there it is.
You got it?
Yeah, so let me go and maybe or maybe not switch the A and the B
There you go.
and see here.
I'm going to finish the last couple swigs of my beer.
Right. So here we go. Excuse
Down
me,
the
sir.
hatch. It's
Everybody's
gone.
forgetting.
All right.
There,
right. Okay. So, make sure. Where are we at? Am I supposed
With
to be on here?
Got it?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Sweet.
All right. So
You got this one right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okie dokie.
Do. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. She keeps me in line, man. She's the one that keeps me going here. All right. So let's start in Engl territory and take it away, Johnny.
Awesome.
Did it come unplugged there? Is it in all the way?
Yep.
So nothing on B?
And no bees.
All right. 1 second here, guys.
Live TV, everyone. Live
Okay, go
on
ahead and
YouTube.
mute those again. I got to do them both, or else people will know which one came loose. One of them might have come loose. I apologize.
I won't look, man.
All right.
I got a screen though.
Yeah, you should be good. All right, here we go. A, B,
Let's try
A.
this again. All right, so that A, I'd give like an 8.
Okay,
I really like that tone.
Tone
it
and
has that
feel?
nice grittiness, and it
Okay.
sounds full.
okay.
B just sounded a little bit, I don't know, it was less of an oomph that you're getting from it. I'd give that probably like a 6.
Okay.
Tone
Like, it's
and
still,
feel.
yeah, it's still very workable, but
Just not.
ooh, it doesn't have the,
You're not going to hurt anybody's
Yeah.
feelings.
Yeah.
If you hate it, say you
Yep.
hate it.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Even if you hate it, or if you just like it a little bit, or
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, which one would you prefer to go
Yeah,
on
dig
stage
it,
with?
but I would definitely say A. I'd
Yeah.
go on
Okay.
stage with A.
Okay.
And that was Engl, right? That was the first Engl.
Yep, those
All
were
right.
Engls. So let's go to the next Engl, right? Is that what we're doing?
Can you pull the pedal back into the shot again? The AB pedal?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
They do ABA, just so you guys know,
Yep.
but I know it's hard to keep track of sometimes. So, B, okay. All right, so now we're going to go to another Engl. Hopefully I can find this one faster. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing best I can. There's like a billion of them in here. Okay, so take it away.
That one, I think I'd go with A again.
Okay.
I think I'd definitely
Okay.
but I'd give that one like I'd say that's about a 7.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
7. I really like the tone on it.
Okay.
B, I mean, I'd say tone and feel 7.
Got it.
B, I'd say around like a 5.
Okay.
It's kind of the same vibe as the last one. Kind of,
Okay.
I like that, you know, kind of those big bass tones
Yeah.
kind of in the
Okay.
guitar.
All right.
So, yeah, I would say about 5 on feel. And,
Okay.
You know,
Okay. All right.
Are we
both
going to
of
do
them
one more
were
Engl, or are you
good,
skipping
but,
to the
you know.
Friedman?
Let's go to Friedman.
All right.
Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so we're muted. Let me
Are
go
we
down.
using a Splon quick rod? Is that a thing? Splon?
No, not in this one. Yeah, Splun's an amp. Yeah, it's not in this one.
Sundrop Punk says, "Sweet chops, pro."
CD.
So how can they find Elsie Banks? Where are we going to find it?
You can look up Elsie Banks, ebxnation.com, and we're on Facebook as well, EBX Nation fan page, and
You guys are everywhere.
Elsie Banks.
Yeah, you guys are all over the freaking place.
Spotify, Google Play.
You guys just did you release an album?
Yeah, we
recently?
just released an acoustic album,
Yeah.
very closely related to this. But we did use some Helix tones on one song.
Yeah.
We broke the rule and had one electric solo, so
Cool.
you can check
I know
that
someone was asking in here if they, if the audience could know if the players are Helix or Kemper users already.
Oh, yeah, so you're a Helix
out.
user
Yes,
already.
I am. I use it in the studio.
Yeah, he's feeling it out.
Tonight will probably help that decision.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, exactly. And Dave's just pretty much an amp dude. And Phil is a Helix guy as well.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's a pretty eclectic bunch here tonight. So, all right, so here we go with the Friedman stuff. Let me mute you. Go ahead.
Right. Right. Out of the two, I liked A better,
Okay.
but I'd say both of them were a little low on the gain for what I usually
Okay.
roll with. Good tones, but I'd say A. I'd probably give like a 4.
Okay.
And with tone, I mean feel, I'd give a little bit higher.
Okay.
I'd probably say like a 6 on the feel.
Okay.
Because it does have a good feel to it, but just doesn't have the power behind
Yeah.
it that I like.
Yep.
B, I'd probably say like 2.
Okay.
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 For tone
2
and
on-
feel?
Yeah, for tone and
Got it.
feel, I would say.
All right, are we going to the Rev?
Yeah, let's go to Rev here. Give me a second, and I will get some Revs going here.
Yeah. Thanks again for everybody that sent super chats. That's so encouraging, and we dump that money right back into Tone Wars. We are in the building phase and evolving phase, right? Right, but thank you so much for all of that.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff I'm purchasing to make the set better, so,
I think one of our next big purchases is going to be a better camera
and flooring.
and flooring, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go with the Rev. Go ahead.
That one I'd have to go with A again.
Okay.
I liked there's a lot of clarity between the notes
Okay.
on that.
Okay. And yeah, we're back to green now, so we're good.
Cool.
Sweet. Green means go.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah, it's doing a little buffering.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's awesome. It's the first time so far we've been live for it's 8 o'clock, 2 hours already, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
One little.
All right, so here we go with the next rev tone. Bam.
I really like that A, man.
Yeah? You like the A?
I really like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds nice and full.
Uh-huh.
And I can get those nice chugs out of it. That's what I like
Gotcha.
to get. You get that chugginess. The A, I'd probably give that like an 8.
Okay.
That's something I
Alright.
could definitely see using on stage.
Nice.
Okay.
Or something. B, kind of same thing. It's just not quite pushing it up to where I wanted to get. It has a good tone to it, but I'd probably say that's like a 5.
5.
So-
Okay.
on
So
tone
8
and
a
feel.
5. Okay.
But yeah, I like that chugginess.
Gotcha. Everybody likes the chuggy chugs.
That's
Yeah, dude.
right. Are you sticking with revs or are you moving on?
Let's go to Marshall.
All right,
Marshall.
Marshall.
You like Marshalls, right?
Alright, I do like Marshalls.
All right.
So the
let's do
Marshall fell
Marshall.
totally flat with our last player. Let's see if we can
See if we can redeem the Marshall.
redeem the Marshall this time.
Let's see.
Okay, let's mute them, and then I'm gonna find your other Marshall.
Back in.
Somebody needs to find me a fan.
You getting hot again?
Yeah.
Yeah, check crank the air. It's-
Not that kind of fan, but thanks.
I'm a big, big fan.
And no, Jared keeps telling me it'll make too much noise.
Yeah, well, you'll hear up in the background. All right, here we go with the Marshall.
What'd you think?
I like the A again. I
Yeah.
like the A. It had that nice full feel that I like.
Okay.
I don't know if it's quite as much up on the gain and everything that I'd quite like, but everything sounds good. So
Okay.
I still got to give it. I'd have to say it's like a 7.
Okay.
It's still really good.
So
I can-
A.
Yeah,
So we just
A,
got to keep in mind we're comparing them to each other too.
Yeah,
Like, what would
yeah.
you rate this? Like, all things considered
yeah,
equal.
I
Like,
would say 7.
okay.
It's a nice tone. I really like it.
So 7 on A,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 on B.
B, I'd say on that one like a 4.
Okay. So 7 and 4.
Yeah. Not a big fan of that one.
Okay. All right. So let's do one more Marshall.
I only have one Marshall slot.
Well,
One
we could just
Marshall
put that
slot.
in another slot because it doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Let's see here. D.
Let's see. Somebody said that there is Sundrop pump. Get a Dyson fan. There's no noise. We're gonna have to look into that.
We'll have to look into
We're
that.
gonna have to look into that.
Those,
Man.
those circles.
Yeah, the little circle. Yeah. No noise.
All right, here we go with another Marshall. Bam. Okay.
Yeah, B on that one. I was not really a fan of it. It kind of sounds almost like muffled.
Okay.
Like if you're listening to it from the next room
Okay.
or something. But
All right.
yeah, I didn't like the feel on it too. It kind of needed some more sustain. And
Okay.
so B, I'd say probably like a 2.
Okay.
Comparatively, the A, I would say like a 7.
Okay.
All right.
I would say
All right.
This is pretty solid.
So we got a 2 and a 7 there.
Got it.
All right. So let's do a couple high gain. Let's do an Archon high gain kind of thing for Johnny. I'm trying to find you stuff that's probably a little more your style. So sorry if
I don't know my style quite yet.
That's all right.
That's Sinatra, the Cannibal Corpse. Here.
Let me go back to here. We're going to go on Archon territory. Here we go, and mute and go.
I really like both those
Yeah.
for different things. A, I mean, they're both great tones. A was, a little more loose, which I like sometimes. But B, I feel like it just had a lot more control over what you wanted to do.
Okay.
A, I would say, for tone, I would give it an 8.
Okay.
Feel, I would say 6.
Okay.
Just because it seemed like a little harder to keep under control.
Okay.
And for B, I would say the tone's like a 7, and the feel like a 7.
Okay, so B is 7 and 7?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the control you could get out of it, but if you could only mix the two.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't that be nice, huh?
I'm sure you can do it.
There's probably a way.
Dave Salvador says, why are there 3 samples? They're playing A, signal A, to B, and then they're going back to A.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not 3, it's just 2.
Yep.
That way they can definitely get a better idea on what they're doing. All right, so let's do...
Hi, by the way. Hi, Dave Salvador.
Hey, Dave. What's up, man?
Hi, Dave.
So let's go to some cleans.
Right.
Let's see. Let's do a Fender Bassman clean. Okay. So 3 C and all right. Here we go with the cleans. What do you think of there?
I'd say,
That
really
was a
like
Fender Bassman, right?
Yep.
I really liked A, and it had more of those low frequencies picking up.
Okay.
The B was a little more shimmery. A, I'd probably give like a 6,
Okay.
and for both, B, I would give, I'd probably say a 5.
Okay. So very close.
Yeah, it's close.
You don't
Different
like the
things,
shimmery
but
so much.
yeah, sometimes it doesn't feel quite as right.
All right, what's next? Where are we going
Okay,
next?
we're going to go on the bonus round.
Bonus round!
Ooh.
Okay, so what we're going to do is a lead tone off of a block letter 5150. So take it away.
Those were sick, dude. I really like those. I'd give A like a 9.
Okay.
This was
Nine,
the
like-
lead channel, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just solid. I mean, honestly, I'd have to give B the same thing.
All right.
Really? Okay, so you're ranking them about the same.
I really like both of them.
Okay. Tone and feel?
Yeah, there was a good feel out of both of them. You can get a nice, you can feel the sustain out of it.
Okay.
They're agreeing. Both of them sound awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Dang.
All right, good. So let's do a rhythm channel with effects.
Okay.
This will be a mesa. So give me a sec here.
Is that what you call a crunch channel?
Yes, crunch channel, yes.
I've never really played through any kind of Mesa thing.
Oh, really?
So this should be cool.
Well, you about to. Yeah, the mesas are
Not the Mesa mess.
legendary.
I need to stretch my legs.
Yeah. Just got to find it here.
Can you believe we've been on for 2 hours and 11 minutes?
Wow, it's crazy. I'm moving along here. Moving along.
You guys will all wrap this up at the end too. I know you're asking. They're asking a lot of personal questions. They want to know like what the players are thinking of the Friedmans and what you're hearing. And I mean, you're welcome
Right.
to comment on that.
I mean,
but
these cabs sound amazing
Yeah.
for what we're doing right now.
good.
Sounds great. Some of the best tones I've got out of a cab.
Nice, nice. We will do a whole wrap up at the end where we'll talk about.
And I don't know what
All
these
the
are
things.
exactly, so it's unbiased. I just see Anastasi.
Oh, those are Friedman ASC 12 cabs. They
They're-
make everything
They're
sound.
fantastic.
Yeah, they're great cabs. They really are. I won't play through anything else.
That's right.
Almost there, guys. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, here we go. Dual rec with effects. So what say you?
Ooh, I like them both too.
You like 'em both?
Yeah, but
All right.
I mean, I think comparing the two, I would say B. I would say I like B better. Sounds
Okay.
like a little more open to me.
Okay.
Obviously, there's a little more of those high mid frequencies kind of
Okay.
coming through. So the A, I'd say like a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Feel, I would give like a 9.
Okay.
Oh, good. Huh.
because it does feel good.
Okay.
So, and B, I would say 8 with the same feel, with the 9 feel.
8 with a 9. All right.
Okay.
They both feel good.
Okay.
I'm standing up because I got to stretch my legs. I am like
All right. So
cramping up.
yeah. So let's do a general amp. We haven't done that yet, and then that'll be
Yeah.
the last one for Johnny.
All
All
right.
right. So let's do C against G. Oh wow, those are close together. All right, take it away, man.
With that one, I would have to go with A.
Okay.
It has a nice, had some more clarity with,
Okay.
playing those. When you have those big chords, sometimes you
Yeah.
get those clarity with just hitting those
Yeah.
higher notes, and
Mhm.
you get dulled out, which is kind of what I heard a little bit with B.
Okay.
So A, I would say, A, I would say an 8, with tone
Okay.
and feel. B, I'd say maybe like a 5.
Okay. All right.
5. Feel was pretty good, so I'd say like a 7 on that. But
Okay.
All
but
right.
with tone, I would give it a 5. Yeah.
All righty.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you very much
Thanks,
for
Johnny.
taking the time.
Appreciate
yeah.
it very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we got 2 more players, and we'll speed things up here. Dave is next. And we're
Dave
gonna get
Seymour
back into the
from-
metal stuff.
Dead in 5. Come on down. And you've got some dancing to do in front of the...
Yes, I do. 6C. Let me dial these in first.
Sundrop Punk says, I had no idea the Friedman sounded so damn delicious.
Oh, you got to get them. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. That's really what you want to play guitar through. That's really the way to go.
Did we find Dave? No, there he is.
There he is.
Welcome. Welcome back.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Did you get your IPAs down?
Yes,
There's your cable right there, buddy. Right down there to your right. There you go.
Thank you.
You guys all remember Dave? He was here last time.
Hey.
Johnny, they're asking for links to your band, so if you want to go in the chat and
Post some links.
post some links,
All right,
or
so
if Jen from EBX is watching, she can do it. I saw her in the chat.
All
Hi,
right.
Jen.
Oh yeah, she's got it.
So I have to.
Right there.
Yeah, I have to maybe switch these and maybe not switch them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna confuse Dave a little bit here.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta,
All
there
right,
we go.
Dave Seymour. Dave
All right.
Seymour. Who owns one of these Friedmans here? Jared owns both of the Friedmans.
All right.
Bought and paid for with his own money.
My own money, and they're amazing. They're so good. I bought 2 of them. You know. All right, so we're good there.
You're good with me standing for a bit?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all numb.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm all numb.
All right. Well, you pick these chairs out.
I did. Well, 2 hours on
Yeah, I
a...
know.
ugh.
All right, we're going to move things along here. I got Dave set up already, so we're going to do a
Sweet.
5150, pretty much like a straightforward metal tone. Let me mute the mics and take it away.
All right.
I mean, neither one was perfect, but A was more usable.
Okay,
Okay.
so A was more usable. Okay.
What would you rate it? 1 through 10.
See, it all depends on what I was using it for. you know
okay.
what
Yeah,
I mean?
I got you.
That wasn't a huge high gain tone, so
Okay.
if I was looking for a little bit crunch, a little lower, a 7.
Okay. All right.
No, 6.
6?
Six?
All right.
We're going to go with 6?
Yeah, we're gonna stick
All
with
right.
the sevens tonight.
Tone and feel?
Feels probably more of a 5.
Okay.
Okay. What about B?
B felt better, but it was darker.
Okay.
So I would rather use A, but B felt
Was
better.
Okay.
Better to play?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you rate?
6, 7.
So 6.
6
Yeah.
for tone and 7 for feel?
I feel like I'm starting out too high.
No,
I
you
should go lower.
No, do whatever you want, man. I mean, it is your moment, sir. Okay, so there's.
Are we sticking with EVH?
Yeah, let's do
All right.
let's do some more here. Let's see. P. Then we're gonna go with. Those are close by. Take it away.
All right. Should I go back to A?
Yeah. Yep.
B.
Okay.
Alright.
But they were so different from
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
B just felt great,
Okay.
Good.
but it was a little dark.
Okay.
So probably about a 6 for A. Feel was like a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably a 6 for tone for B, but the feel was like way better.
Okay.
So maybe a 7.
Good.
7. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Are we doing another EVH or moving on?
Let's see. What do we have? We got one more.
Okay.
EVH. So let's do that. 7D.
See how many people we have hanging out with us. I shut my phone off, so that's 61. We still have 61 people hanging out.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much for spending your Labor Day Sunday evening with us.
Okay, so here we go with the another 5150. What was that again?
A's probably like a 6. Feels like a 5. B, 7. And it felt really good though.
Okay.
So maybe more like an 8.
Okay, so 7 and 8 on B.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
You're keeping me on my toes.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
That's good, man. That's good. Now we're going to get into more of your territory with the Engl stuff.
All right.
So let's go into, let's see.
I feel like 1s and 9s have not been used enough.
Not at all.
Well, we'll try to find you a
All
1.
right.
Alright, so 8A. And we're going to go with
Yeah, almost there.
almost there.
All
Just
right.
give me a second here.
Where can we find Dead in 5? I know we can find on Facebook.
Deadin5.com. And Dead in 5 on Facebook.
Right.
Next Saturday, we're out at the Bacchus Social Club. The Debacle at the Bacchus.
Debacle.
Yeah, in Marlette, Michigan. There's 4 bands. I know Oscar Goldman Overdrive is with us. and it should be a blast.
Nice.
Oh, sweet, man. All right, here we go.
So what is this? Engl?
This is Engl. Here we
All
go.
right.
I didn't really like either one.
Okay. All right.
A is like a 5. The feel is like a 3.
Okay. A5.
Yep. I gotta go back and remember which one it is. There it is. A5.
And then B, it felt better, but the tone was way too dark once again.
Okay.
So maybe.
Well, we can
a 4
add more
for the
stuff.
feel, maybe a 5, or I'm sorry, a 4 for the tone, maybe a 5 for the feel. Pardon.
See, here's the thing too. You can always add more. You can get me to add more stuff if you want.
Well,
You
I mean,
know.
we'll go over this in the round table at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
some
No
thoughts
problem.
on that.
No problem.
And we're still in the
Okay.
Engls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let's do another Engl. All right. So let's do one more Engl. 8B. And
I would not want your job. Is that your phone?
no, it's just a ring at the front door.
Oh.
It was his butt.
I'm like, before we go live, he's like, mute your phones, and then his phone's back here.
Well, it's on mute. But
Yeah, it's your doorbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The Ring doorbell.
All right, here we go with another pair of Engls.
A was brighter, more usable.
Okay.
B was too dark.
Okay.
Once again, A didn't feel good, and then B felt better.
Okay. B felt better.
So.
All right.
5 for the tone on A.
Okay.
3 for the feel.
Okay.
4 for the tone on B, but 5 for the feel.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. So now, is there anything you want me to add or take away from either one of these to even them
that's
out
the thing,
for
Jared.
you?
I would like with many of these preamps or presets, and with everybody, the first thing I'd be grabbing the EQ.
Yeah.
Like for every single preset that everyone's played tonight.
Yeah.
I would be tweaking it, and we don't have the time.
Right.
You know. So
Sure.
does that make it fair?
I mean, if it's too dark, see, because on some of these I haven't touched them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And some
Right.
of them, conversely, in either unit, I might have left everything at noon because it's just, you know.
So is that a fair comparison?
In a way, it can be if they're both left at noon. And I also wanted to try to remain neutral and not come down here and try to tweak one to sound better than the other. So it's like no
Right.
matter what I do, there's always going to be people going, oh, well, you set this one up to win over that one. So I was like, well, I'll just try to remain neutral.
See, what
you
I
know?
would do is try to make each one
Exactly the
the
same.
best that I can
That's what
have.
that's what I
But
did with a lot
I mean,
of
we
them.
don't need to be here all night.
Exactly.
So-
So, but for this one, if you want, just for giggles,
All right.
I'll mess around with some stuff and see what I can do for you.
All right.
So let me do that on both of these.
Are
so
we done with the Engl? Do you have another Engl?
This is the Engl, is the same one, and then I'll
All
just
right,
tweak
yeah.
it.
Okay,
You know what I
let's
mean?
do
I'll
that.
just kind of mess around with it and see what we can get. And, you know, I'm messing around with both of them, or at least maybe you think I'm messing around with both of them, because you don't know what I'm doing here. So
Matt Fig says, you know what's amazing about Dave? He plays a tasty riff every time, but almost never repeats himself.
Oh, I almost did it. I almost demonetized you, didn't I? Thank you, man.
Thanks, Matt. All right, so let's do ABA again with these. Okay, hair more low end and a hair more gain?
Yeah.
Okay. Hair more low end. And I'm doing it on both of these, or maybe I'm not.
No, just this.
So I'm just
Because I would do the
trying to
B
confuse
differently.
you so you don't think
Okay.
you know what I mean. So I'm not doing, yeah, and for the internet too, so they don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so all right, and go ahead. Go ahead.
A lot closer in tone. I would still go more gain on that one.
Okay.
We shoot the B.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So what do you think now between the two?
A had a better tone. It needed more gain.
Okay.
Like more juice, maybe an overdrive.
Okay.
B felt better, but the tone was too dark.
Okay. All right. So you got that?
So
That
did
was
you
the
want to
score.
change your... I've got... let me go back up to the top.
Well,
Did you want to change your scores, or you want to leave
yeah,
them
okay.
the
With our tweaks, I would say A, the tone is 7. The feel is probably 5.
Okay.
7 and 5.
And then the B, the tone would be more of a 6, but the feel would be like a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go into Archon territory here. We'll do one of those.
Alright, it's Archons. Here we go. Hi, Will. Will Dunham says
Hey.
hello, everyone.
Hello?
All right, take it away. Oops. There we go.
A, the tone was about a 5.
Okay.
Feel was like a 3.
Okay.
These are Archons, right?
Yep.
5, 3.
Okay.
B, the tone was probably a 6 or a 7. A little dark,
Okay.
but the feel was really good, like an 8.
Okay.
Nice.
8. Okay.
So,
All right. So you want to go 6 or 7 on
B.
B?
we'll go 7, but
Okay.
I would probably give it a little more mid-range in presence.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So I'm glad you're adding those comments, because at least it shows that, like, you know, it's a neutral tone, and you know, if you added this or that, it might get a higher score or whatever. All right. So let's go on to. Let's do a rev. 06B. And
The frets on your Ibanez are beautiful. You got the mother of pearl and the...
Yeah, I've owned it for about 3 weeks.
Really?
Yes. And
Oh, that's
I
right. You were talking about that when you got in.
Yeah.
You brought a backup just in case.
Yeah, so I have no idea how old these strings are. I'm just going.
just going with it, huh?
But it was one of those things where I got my first job when I was 15
Yeah.
at McDonald's to buy the Def Leppard model of this. So
That was beautiful.
Sweet. All right, take it away, man.
Five for A, 5 for feel.
Okay. So both. Okay. And then what about B?
B was 8 for tone, 9 for feel.
I saw
Really
the look
nice.
on your
Yeah,
face. He looked like a lion that just saw a gazelle run
Yeah.
by.
Aaron
Dinner.
Short, thank you very much for the super chat. He says, great show, guys. Thanks for all you do. We need more shows like this.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it very much, man. Okay, so let's do... let's move on to Friedman.
All right.
1D. 1D.
Friedman HBE.
All right, so, and then, let's see. Where's PE?
We have one more player after this. Bill Stewart,
That's right.
Elsie Banks. He's been waiting patiently.
Yes. We got a couple more with Dave, then we'll go right to Phil, and ready to take it away, Dave.
They're both good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's say a 7 for A,
Okay.
6 for feel.
Okay.
The tone for B was like a 7, but the feel was more of an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
So
Okay, yeah, pick
B
one.
has consistently felt better, but has been darker.
Okay.
A little too dark for my taste.
Gotcha. But, well, let me ask you this then. So, like, let's say, you know, conversely, like, B was too dark for your taste, but if you could touch the EQ and make it the way you wanted,
Probably.
would be a better score?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, but compared to the A and B, like, which one, like, how far apart are they? Like, are they just 2 points apart? Are they further?
No, and it's not tone. I mean, A is the tone is not bad.
Okay.
It's just the feel of B has been consistently way better.
Consistently better. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go to.
Are we sticking with Friedman?
Yeah, let's do one more Friedman,
All right.
and then we'll move on to the bonus round.
Okay.
Bonus round. Wish my pen would work. Okay, so let's see.
I wish we could have another camera angle this way to watch their hands. Someday. Goals. More
Yes.
camera angles. And a production crew.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Right?
All right, so let me...
Alec, thanks for tuning in. I know, it's getting late. He's got to crash. He'll look for the results tomorrow in the replay. He said it's a really good format.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll check into a MIDI controller to manage presets. We'll check into that.
All right, here we go. BE 100. Oops, what have we got? All right, go ahead.
I really didn't like either one of
Oh, you
those. I'm sorry.
hey,
Oh,
that's the way
gosh.
this goes, man. You're more into the brighter tones.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, it's fine.
So this was the second Friedman HBE.
Yeah.
Okay. One, probably a 4 and a 3.
Okay.
So A,
Yes.
4 tone, feel 3.
Okay.
And then B was more of a 4 and a 5.
Okay.
4 and a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, are we doing the bonus round?
Yeah, let's do a bonus round. Let me see. Yeah. Bam. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the Dave Seymour noise gate test.
No. Yeah, actually that was. It felt like it was clamping down sooner than I wanted it to. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the lead channels. 6A.
Back to the fan. Don't forget to run your bonus round.
I did.
You did? We did that already?
Mm-hmm.
I totally missed
I
it.
am on it. All right, take it away. There's a 5150.
No laughing. I heard.
A was an 8 and a 9.
8 and
All
9.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
We got something he liked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and B.
B was a 7 and a 9.
7 and 9.
So they both felt good.
Yeah, I like the delay on B better than the delay on
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go to...
MK says he likes you because you seem picky.
Well, that's why these guys are here. You know, he's an amp guy. You mainly just play an amp, right? I mean,
it's your money.
yeah, yep.
know?
So it's like this is it's good to get an amp guy in here that doesn't do a lot of digital stuff. So you're coming from that kind of world,
and I have no prejudice. I mean,
sure,
beat an amp and I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't blame you, man.
Are we doing the crunch channel?
Let's do a crunch channel with effects. Let's do let's do the same Mesa we've been doing. For some reason, I'm having a hard time finding it, though. I forgot to label it properly.
So next Sunday night, the Tone Wars show will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then the following Sunday night is going to be Anastasi night at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Anastasi is our band. We playing a couple more songs for you. And yes, we will wrap this up after one more player, and we'll get overall scores and talk about that and their experiences here. Mad Fig wants Warrior Soul riffs, please.
Okay.
Warrior
I'm in
Soul
drop
riffs.
D right now. So that's,
All right, so here you go. It's just a crunch channel with effects.
it is like two completely different tones.
Yeah.
Both usable for different things.
Mhm.
So A was probably like if I was looking for a dirty chorus, that's perfect. 7.
Okay.
And it felt good.
All right.
So like an 8.
Okay.
B is something I would use for a completely different song. I can't compare the two together.
Sure.
That was a great tone. So
Okay.
like an 8. B felt better once again, so let's say 8.
Okay. All right. Okay, so
And that was a
now-
Warrior Soul riff at the end, Matt.
Now we did the solo thing already, right? Just make sure.
Dave, what's your amp of choice?
Engl Fireball 100.
There you go.
There you go, people. Let's do a clean with Dave, and then that'll be it for Dave.
All right.
Let's do a clean channel with effects. So that's like 09C. And then. So that's LRS. Okay, here we go. Matchless. Bam.
could record that and I listen to it all
That was
day.
pretty cool.
They're both nice. Probably a 7 for A.
Okay.
And a good, felt fine.
Okay.
Probably about a 6.
Okay.
But B was way better.
Okay.
Let's say a 9 for B and a 9 for to feel as well.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
What did you notice between the two? Like.
More low end in B for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
They're both nice, but I just think
Just fuller.
fuller, a little more shimmer. On
Okay.
B, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. I think that's it, right?
That's it for
Alright. All right,
Dave,
Dave.
Seymour of Dead in 5.
You're the man. Thank you very much. Dave.
Welcome.
Thank
Have me
you.
back.
Yeah. Thank you very much. There's a muted. Both of them.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Go ahead and yank her out. All right. So.
Thank you.
So last but not least, we're going to bring up Phil, and we'll do a quick run through with Phil, and then we'll do the tallies. And
Yeah.
So I got to do the switcheroo here.
Yeah.
And
Phil.
Phil, sorry for the wait, row.
No problem.
So patient.
This is
and
a
look, he wore a
thorough
Tone
test.
Wars t-shirt.
Yeah.
He got his Tone Wars t-shirt on.
We should let him go first. All right,
Maybe on our
possibly
next
switch
episode we could
themes.
sell these t-shirts. We've got a whole box of them somewhere.
Okay, I will be right back in a second.
All right. It's you and me, Phil.
All right. Tone Wars is brought to you by Jared Rumbla.
Right.
He's responsible for pretty much all of the equipment here, right?
Yes. Yep, he is. That's him.
Yeah.
So Phil is the other half of the Elsie Banks guitar duo.
Yes.
Johnny Neville from earlier. So I can ask you all the same questions, but they've been answered.
I mean,
How'd-
I won't hurt to say it again.
Do it again.
All right. So, LC Banks, you can find us everywhere.
Yeah.
EBXNation.com. We just put out a new record called Electric Baby. It's an acoustic record. Again, you can find it everywhere.
Yeah.
But if you want, a physical copy handed to you from one of us, come out to a show. We've got plenty
And
coming
they play
up.
all the time.
Yes,
You
all
guys
the
are
time.
always
We've got
playing.
so many that I'm just going to tell you to go to our website and check out our upcoming shows.
That's right.
Yeah.
EBX Jen says, ask what happens when you say sexy Phil.
Well, you can't hear it now, but ask again when he's got one of the patches going.
There you go. All right. You got to turn on a patch so we can hear the sexy Phil.
All right, we will in just a second here. All right, so let me change my batteries. Just give me a second. here.
Lauren Hedges is
What's that?
on.
Ah,
Says go Phil with a heart.
my girlfriend
Yeah.
and our photographer.
And she's excellent, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. She caught you guys at least one or two of the last
Couple
shows back
times.
when you were
Yeah.
doing Rain, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very talented.
very good photographer. Yes.
So shout out to Lauren Hedges. You can find her on Facebook too if you need a
Right.
photographer in the area.
And LaurenHedges.com.
There you go.
For her work.
All kinds of plugs.
All kinds of .coms here tonight. All right, so let's get started
Did
with
you
Mr.
do your
Phil.
switcherooski?
Yes, I did.
All right.
All right, so what do we got? Yeah, let me make sure I did it right. Yes, right?
Yes.
All right, let's get started with Mr. Phil on, let's see, so B.
What kind of guitar do you have? They're wanting to know. Pickups and everything.
I've got a Schecter C1 Elite, pretty much on loan from Kevin Wesley Williams at the Sound Shop. I started using it the moment I joined LC Binks. I started having shoulder problems with my Les Paul Studio, and he gave this as an alternative, and I fell in love with it, and I use it as my regular guitar ever since.
It's really pretty.
Seymour Duncan pickups, coil tapped, and yeah, I love
What
it.
gauge strings?
11s.
11s.
Just switched to 11s not too long ago, just to kind of beef up my chords. I'm a big chord player, you know.
And then you had been using the Helix, right?
Yes,
All right.
for about 2 years now. Coming up on at least 2 years.
Okay.
was lucky enough to get the Jared Grumlot treatment the moment I got it.
Yeah, we hooked it up, didn't we?
Yeah.
We dialed everything in, and yeah, I'm glad it's working out for you guys.
I love it, yeah.
It's definitely saving you guys a lot of time, too.
Especially for how much we travel.
Yeah, I know.
You know, for a while we've been piling ourselves in a van with all our guitars and everything in a trailer, and the fact that we don't have to use cabinets when we absolutely don't need to.
Yeah.
And very helpful for those gigs.
In-ears are amazing, aren't they?
In-ears are fantastic.
Yeah, you sound a lot better with them.
Yeah,
you know.
feel a lot better, yeah.
All right, so let's go with some Engl stuff with Mr. Phil. Here we go.
Okay.
ABA. Okay, so what do we got?
So they both feel pretty good.
Okay.
As far as both A and B, I would give them a 7 on feel.
Okay.
But A sounds better than me.
Okay.
Tone-wise.
All right.
B just has this high-end thing that I'm not digging.
Okay.
So for tone, I'd give A an 8 and B a 4.
Okay.
You know, it's got a chance to me if I was able to mess around with it a bit.
Woo.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right. Let's see here. Let's do one more Engl. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And ABA.
All right. They're pretty close for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say B.
Okay.
This one was a little bit more. Both of them could be cleaned up a little bit.
Sure.
Differently, but
Sure.
let's give B a 7 tone and feel, and A like 5 tone and feel.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go into Rev territory. B.
Still have 64 people watching. Thank you, all 64 of you, for sticking with us.
Yes, thank you very much. We're going to have the scores ready for you soon. All right, so...
These caps sound great, by the way.
Dude, don't they?
Yeah.
Telling you guys, this is probably more of an ad for the Friedman ASC 12 cabs than it is anything else. These cabs are sick. They're sick. And you get to play through 2 of them. The only thing better than an ASC 12 is another ASC 12. You know, they're just amazing cabs. All right, let's go with the Rev. Here we go. got for that? What do you think?
I don't like any of them. I don't. They're just a little bit too shimmery for me.
Okay.
But if I had to choose, I would go with A.
Okay.
Both didn't feel bad. They just didn't sound too great.
The way
to
you
me.
wanted them
Yeah.
to? Okay.
So let's give a feel like a 7 for both of them.
All right.
And A, I'll give it a 5 for tone, and then B like a 3.
Okay.
Okay. And that was Rev, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Let's do one more rev.
How many speakers are in the Friedman cabs?
It has 2 drivers. It's got the main driver and the high end driver kind of thing to make it flat. So
Okay.
that's what it has.
Can you order more pizza?
Yeah, I can.
I think we still have a whole box left, right?
Sweet.
Yeah.
I ate the last piece of one box, and I think
Yeah, I'll heat it up. I got a good thing up there. We're almost done here, guys.
yeah.
MK's wireless headphones are getting low. I think my energy is getting low too. Send me some more comments. Comment. Dude, what are we going? They want to know who you were in a band with. The third guy, right? The same as Johnny Neville.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see.
Janet is
There
Jen
we
still
go.
watching?
Jen is,
Yeah.
I mean, she commented a few minutes ago, so I'm assuming she's still there. Are there more? Let's see. What pickups are you using? I know you answered that already, but...
Seymour Duncan's.
Yep.
01C3. Okay, here we go. Another rev. Ready? So what do you think of that?
I like A better.
Yeah.
Like A better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both tones are like, I would use it for a specific purpose.
Mhm.
Something
Okay.
A little bit more choppy.
Gotcha.
But A just sounded cleaner to me. Both still felt pretty good, so I'll go with like a 7 for this one.
Okay.
On
for
both?
both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. B, I'll go 5 for tone, and A, I would go like an 8,
All right.
just to be generous.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause,
All
I mean, if that's what I was gonna go for, it came pretty close to like what I would want.
Okay.
That kind of feel.
Okay.
Are we going to stick with Rev or move on to Marshalls?
Let's go on to Marshalls.
All right.
Marshalls.
Here we go. We are ready.
Okay.
Translate.
They're close,
Okay.
but B had a little bit more gain for me to, in guess it was easier for me to play a little bit.
So it felt better?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that.
Okay.
Sounded a little cleaner, but it still felt pretty dry to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Just did it fight you or support your playing or?
It fought me to an extent. Like it made me want to play a certain way, to give a certain feel.
Okay.
Like I'm starting off a song and it's about to explode. That's the tone I would use.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's like don't go too. So it's pretty much telling me don't go too crazy, Phil. Relax.
Gotcha. So it's a little more held me back.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which isn't
Okay.
if the time calls for it, isn't always a bad thing.
Yeah.
So
It's a little riddling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's give B both feel and tone a 7.
Okay.
And A didn't sound that bad. Let's just give that a 5 and
Okay.
the feel a 7.
Okay. So it felt the same?
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know.
Because you were saying it was holding you back, so I'm just making sure.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I'll just give it a 5 all
Not
around
trying
for
to
A.
5 all around.
Yeah.
bait the
You
witness
got it.
here. I'm just trying to.
It's tough. It's tough. I'm not
Yeah.
trying. I'm trying not to take up too much time.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good, dude. All right, so let's go to what do we got next? Archon?
Yep, Archon, or we got a 5150, Wagner.
Let's do. What did you send me, Phil?
What did I send you? Sent you.
Darren West, still going? Wow, long fight. Yes, we're still here.
So you sent
Please
me an
send
Archon.
sustenance.
All right, so you sent me an Archon. So let's go into Archon territory here.
I don't have a list to show on the screen of our players and their bands. It was in the package in the beginning, and we've kind of set it as we've been going.
Yeah.
If you go to our Tone Wars Facebook page, I tagged their bands. I have their name and then tagged their bands next to their names. You could find it there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's an Archon. This is your Archon versus one that I put in the Kemper.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you don't know which one is which, so
No,
go for
I
it.
don't. B sucked.
B sucked? Okay.
Don't hold back though.
It's
It's not good to hold in.
It was just very, very, very high and
Okay.
too high, too shimmery.
Okay.
Way too shimmery. Didn't feel bad.
Okay.
So-
what was the feel on that?
How was it feeling?
Yeah.
It did not hold me back at all.
Okay, so
Yeah.
1 out of 10 on the feel.
Yeah, that's for both of them actually. I would do a 10 on the feel.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But
Alright.
the tone, the A felt like home to me. So I
Okay.
would go 10.
Okay.
Could still use a little bit of an adjustment, but yeah, let's say 10.
Okay.
Yeah. And B, I'll give it a 2.
A 2? Okay. All right. Let's go to... How many Archons do we have?
2 Archons.
2. Let's do another Archon just to be fair here.
Generation X, easily the longest I have ever stayed tuned into a specific YouTube video. Right on, man. Right. Thanks for hanging in.
Yeah, thank you. We're trying to be as thorough and fair as possible here.
I shut my phone off. I started with 100% and I'm down to 21% battery now.
All right, so here we go. Another Archon.
All right. So B has redeemed itself with me.
Okay. All right.
Both felt a tad restricting, but not too much.
Okay.
So 7 for feel on both of them,
Okay.
and B also a 7 on tone, and A like 4.
Okay. Okay. That's why we're doing it. It mixes it up. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a yin and yang with all these. That's why I'm throwing different stuff at guys, because, you know, I'm just trying to be fair. You know, that's what we try to do here.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, good. All right, so let's do 5150 territory. Let's do one there, and then we'll do a clean, and then we'll go into a bonus round real quick, and we'll tally everything up. So
whenever you're ready.
All right, so 09B. Trying to hurry for you guys. 09B.
I mean, you guys have been in the same place for how long? I got to go upstairs for a bit, pet the cat.
I'm all kind of just numb from the waist down now.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
Okay.
5150.
B again.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Felt better, sounded better. I'll give an 8 for both feel and sound for B.
Okay.
And then A just wasn't too far off from sounding that great. Just felt a little boxy to me
Okay.
and a little bit restricting. So 5 for both feel and
Okay.
tone.
Okay.
All right. So let's go into a clean.
All right.
I believe you gave me a clean.
I did.
Or maybe you didn't. I don't want to even give you no hints.
Oh, okay.
I ain't giving you no hints.
You tell me what Thunder Baseman, Matchless Deluxe.
Let's do a.
By the way, if I did give you a clean, I don't use it very often.
Darren West, rolling off frequencies on the Helix is easy. Is there a way to do that on the Kemper?
Should be very.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Very easily. Okay, here comes a baseman, or maybe it's one of yours. I don't know.
We'll find
out. Here we go.
B's starting to become my friend.
Yeah.
It felt more alive to
Okay.
me. It like actually was pretty close to being the perfect clean tone for me.
Okay.
If I do the coil tap, make it single coil, and
That's what I do.
Change the pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It's lush.
Yes.
There's a lushness that comes from using the coil tap. It just
Yeah.
there's a sparkle there, and
And then you just got to sprinkle on some effects there, and
Yeah.
you got yourself a beautiful tone. I'm gonna give it an 8
an 8.
for both.
8 for both.
Yep. And,
Okay.
And A, I'll give. It wasn't that bad. I'll give it about a 5 for both feel and tone.
So A was 5 and B was 8.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's do a bonus round.
Bonus
All
round.
right. Fire.
Oh my gosh. Now I have to pee.
Okay. So let's do a.
I'll never get out of here though.
Yeah. Well, we're almost done, and then when we're switching around, you can go take care of business. Let's do a clean with effects while we're on cleans. How's that? And then
Sounds
you
good
pick
to
the
me.
next two that you want to do.
Okay.
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 And, since you've been so patient,
So what are we doing
Let's
first
see.
again?
clean.
Clean, not lead. All right.
09C, and we'll do.
All right, we still have 58 people here.
Awesome. That's awesome. All right, so here we go with clean with effects. ABA. Here we go.
Nice.
It's a draw.
It's a draw?
Both have somewhat different characteristics.
Yeah.
Both felt great.
Okay.
Very tough. Can we just do 8 on the whole board?
Yeah.
Yeah,
gosh.
whatever you want. This is what you want, man.
Yeah.
Yep, whatever you want. So you got 2 more. You could do a lead channel. You could do a rhythm channel with effects. You can do random amps against each other. Because what I did is I picked some that the Helix has that the Kemper doesn't, and vice versa, and just threw a mix mash.
Is it
whatever?
possible to do like a random selection, but like one of the or 2 of the random selections is one's a lead and one's a rhythm, or is that like?
I don't know if I could. Let me think here.
He didn't do the lead or the rhythm.
You want to do
Just do
like
those.
you want to do a lead one against each other? Okay, so let's do a lead.
Can you have him face the camera? I can't read his body language and facial expressions.
Is that?
That's from Ben.
And
I'll look right at the camera.
There you go. Ben, are you getting tired and grumpy?
she is.
I'm getting a little tired and grumpy.
We're almost done. We're almost done. All right. One more after this, and we will be done. All right, here we go with a EBH 5150 block lead channel. So tear it up, Phil. think?
I liked A just a little bit better than B.
Okay.
Both of them were pretty great.
Okay.
Good.
On feel and tone, what would you rate both?
Both are an 8 for feel.
Okay.
Tone for A, an 8.
Okay.
It's just I'm not as big on the effects as a
Okay.
player. And then B like a 6.
Okay. All right. So what would you like to do? Would you like to do a random, like, rhythm amp against each other, or would you like to do like a like rhythm tone with effects against each other?
Let's do a rhythm tone with effects.
Okay. Rhythm tone with effects. It is. Let's do.
So that's the crunch channel that I'm at.
Yeah, crunch
All
with
right.
effects.
Back to the crunch.
Back to the crunch.
Oops. Almost knocked over all of our drinks back there.
10B against.
They're talking about your hair and how wonderful it is.
Thank you.
He's got the best hair in the world. He really does.
Lauren says you're all hair.
It's probably why you can't see the facial anywhere.
Right?
It's all covered by the hair.
You could start wearing some eyeliner so we can see. Get some guy liner in there.
All right, here we go. Random, or no, this is a Mesa with effects against another Mesa with effects.
All right, Mesa.
Okay, I lied. That was a 51-50 against a Mesa. But hey, who gives a crap? This is a bonus round, so anything goes.
Right.
So anyways, what do you think?
I liked B better.
You like B better?
Yeah,
Okay.
the tone was better. Both felt pretty good.
Okay.
Not as good as some of the other ones have felt
Okay.
in the past. So like
All right.
7 for feel on both of them, and then B. It's all right. 7 as well,
Okay.
and like a 5 for A on tone.
Okay. All right.
And there we have it.
There we have it, guys.
Ta-da!
That is the.
We made it to the end.
We made it to the end. So now everybody gather around Phil. Grab a stool. There's some stools
Yep.
over there. And what we'll do is let me mute that mic so in case it gets bumped, I'll.
Feel free to move it to the side while you're
Yeah.
passing through.
And then we'll just do a quick wrap up. We'll reveal the scores and just.
Yeah, let everybody go by, and then you can sit on this side of him with the chair and let the stools get in the back.
Yeah. Get the stools in there.
Can you pull this up?
I might be able to. Trying to make some room for you guys
Hopefully
here.
my hair's not blocking me.
All the way. Go all the way, TJ.
All the way?
All the way on the
All
other
the way.
side. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Oops, sorry. Oh, no, sorry.
Where's oh, everybody's here. 1,
There,
2,
two.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
That might work. That might work.
I feel like a parent. Where's all my kids?
Let's see.
All
Can
right.
we see everybody? We've got.
Yeah.
I see TJ. I see Phil. Dave. Dave, you might need to scoot over towards TJ a smidge.
Yeah, just to make sure you're on
Just-
camera. Yep.
Is there any room for you to? There we
Yeah,
go.
he's good.
All right.
Yeah, we got everybody in there now. All right, guys. Well, so I know this was a long night. It was a little longer than I expected it to be, and
No way.
that's why I gave you. That's why I gave you a lot of pizza. But I will say that I did this because I wanted to be thorough. I wanted it to be super thorough, and so at the end of this, like I even cut out some of the presets. and profiles. I had probably like 15 more, but as the night was going, I was like, I better file some of this stuff off because it would. But I like the fact that you guys were thorough. I like the fact that everybody played everything and gave their true thoughts about it, and it's a blind test. So it's like there's no like nobody really knew what they were playing, so how I guess. What do you think, like...
do you want to give the results? They're
yeah.
all waiting.
All right, let's give the results.
Like, Generation X is like, I stuck it out this long. I'm not leaving without knowing the results.
All right. First $100 super chat, we will release the...
Right.
I'm kidding.
So
all
how
right.
do you want to know? I've got the total for the Kemper and the total for the Helix.
Total for the Kemper, total for the Helix. And we'll give the totals, and then we'll break down the tone and feel. How's that?
Drum roll.
Sure. Drum roll. Right. All right. So we've got the Helix coming in at 669 points.
Oh.
And the Kemper came in at 883 points.
883.
883.
Yep. So the Kemper, at least for this competition regarding tone and feel and blind test, came out ahead.
Yeah.
Did you just add tone and feel together?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the
Yep. So we added tone and feel together. Now we can score. Let's go through each guy
Yeah.
and give the scores now for each
back
guy.
up to the top.
And I have to give her mad props.
Props.
Give her
Props.
props too. I don't know what a prap is, but you can have one of those. She put together.
Crap blue ribbon.
She put together this spreadsheet and did a great job.
So TJ, for the Kemper EVH tones, you scored that a 50 compared to the Helix 22.
Yep.
Aaron, for the, do you want me to do all one person or do you want me to keep one on the line?
Yeah. Do you got TJ's total score somewhere?
Let's see.
I don't know if you got that in there or not.
Down at the bottom.
Down at the bottom.
Yep.
Okay, so TJ.
Okay, so just the total scores.
Totals,
All right,
yeah.
TJ, total score for the Kemper 225. Helix was 113.
So pretty big
Yep.
margin there.
Total score for Aaron Lucas, 169 for the Kemper, 155 for the Helix.
Okay.
So not such a big margin.
Yep.
Let's see. Third was Johnny Neville, 163 for the Kemper, 119 for the Helix.
Okay.
It's a trend.
Yeah, I'm sensing a trend too.
There's those ones you're looking for.
Yeah.
Dave Seymour, our picky one, 170 for the Kemper, 135 for the Helix.
Yep. Yep.
And
This
then
is an imp guy.
last, yeah, he was an amp guy,
Yep.
is Phil, 156 for the Kemper, 152 for the Helix.
Wow, Phil was the closest.
Yeah.
Out of them. Yep. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. So now that you guys know the results, what do you think?
Well, I have tried the Kemper in the past after years of my Helix.
Mm-hmm.
I've always known I love the Kemper. I think at the time I tried it was before they came out with the stage model,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
was the biggest thing that prevented me from getting it in the first place.
Was the form factor, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing this, is because the form factor was kind of a game changer for everybody.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, well, maybe I should consider this
Yeah.
now. I'm not bringing a toaster and a controller,
Right.
to a gig with me. It's just one thing.
But considering how close it was for me, I don't know if I'll be making a change anytime soon. But definitely, this night has definitely put it into consideration.
Okay. All right. Well, let me just add this to it as well. And I'm not trying to steer anybody any way at all. I'm just trying to be as objective as possible. I pretty much picked all the tones based on what I thought you guys would like.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I went to lower gain stuff. I don't play lower gain tones, so because I don't really know exactly what you guys are looking for, and that's why I used some of your tones, and then I found stuff that was similar to it. And then the rest of it was kind of a guess. So and do you think that maybe if you picked out your own tones to match between the two, do you think that there would be a bigger difference between the two? And I guess this goes to everybody,
I guess it's a good question, because at that point, how big of a bias would it be by the individual at that point? How blind of a test would it really be?
I think because I mean, if it's just you doing it, I don't really think there's any bias. In fact, if there is any, it would be with the product that you're currently using because you'd rather not switch from it.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? It feels more like, oh, this is mine, and this thing better really blow my head off, or else I'm not gonna switch to it.
All this money on this.
Yeah, so I think it's a fair test if you go into a Kemper or let's just say an opposing product, and go, all right, like I want to know if this is going to be worth switching to, and you're going to find stuff that you dig, and play that and take it from there. Now TJ and I, we've jammed a lot together, and as far as the high gain stuff goes, like I think I kind of nailed it with what you were looking for.
Yeah,
because there was a huge difference there, and in my thinking, I would probably be aligned with you as far as the margin of difference between the two.
You know, it's funny you say that because you know I'm an engineer. I do audio production and everything, and the first album I put out, I used bias effects, which was great. I thought it sounded awesome, and of course I was a Helix user at the time too.
Yeah.
But the more I did like engineering, the more I missed that cabinet in the room kind of sound, and I couldn't achieve that with the Helix or even bias. I mean, it was close, and I got really awesome tones out of both products, but I think the Kemper kind of comes closer to home. I mean, it's no replacement for an amp in the room. It's definitely it's close, but there's no replacing an amp with a good mic and a good tube tone.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. But it's definitely a lot closer. And you know, I started reamping for a symphonic metal band, and the Kemper just cuts right through.
Yeah.
So
You own both.
Yes.
So and you've had time to tweak both.
Yeah.
So what would you do? What do you like better?
Well, I could say that I wasn't in the competition, so I mean, I will say this: I love my Helix for 4-cable method. So like you guys know, I got my Synergy rig upstairs, and it switches everything. It's very easy to program. There's just tons of I/O. The I/O on this is amazing. You know, and so programming was very easy. The effects are really good, so I prefer this for to use with real amps, but I prefer the Kemper to replace them. You know what I mean? So because this does have, in my opinion, in my experience, it does have the feel that I'm looking for.
Okay.
And the thing is if your ears love something but your hands don't, it doesn't matter, because if you can't play it the way you need to play it, it doesn't matter what your ears say. You know, your ears become secondary, and your hands, I think, are the authority, because no matter how good something sounds, if it feels like crap, it loses. You know, your hands have to be happy, and you listen with your hands. You really do, because but rarely does something sound awesome and feel horrible. You know, usually the two are pretty close. You know what I mean? So yeah, as far as the feel goes, and if I had to take one unit with me and no amps, and I just had to do like a fly gig or whatever, I would definitely take the Kemper, hands down, for that. But again, this is great for 4-cable method.
Well, I was gonna say, if you're going on tour in like the U.S., you know, and you want to bring your tube amps, use that in 4-cable. You get all these great effects.
Yeah.
And these you know, amazing switching capabilities, especially if you use MIDI. But
Yeah.
if you're going like overseas to where you can't bring all of that stuff, you know, bring a Kemper or bring a thumb drive and ask for a Kemper.
Your whole rig's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask for a Kemper and backline, and your whole rig is on a thumb drive in your pocket.
It's amazing.
And you pop it in, and you load it in, and you're done.
Yeah.
You know.
Like 30
We got
seconds.
another super chat.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna slaughter your name, but Yoyoos, Yoyoos. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I
And then
appreciate
he
that.
also commented below that's the exact reason he chose the Kemper Stage, to get rid of the needing an amp and to be able to play in a condo.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I will say this. I will say this, like, to you guys, like, again, to be fair, I dialed in the tones. I shouldn't say I dialed them in, because of the Kemper, I chose them. I didn't do anything as far as the dialing in goes. Some of these I used the same IR, some of them I didn't. And I felt like if I spent all this time tweaking the Kemper and stuff, I felt like maybe some people would think I gave it an unfair advantage because I was like, well, you tried to make it sound better, and so to your issues earlier, like that needs more of this, I literally left about 90% of these flat. Everything was at noon, so. In hindsight, maybe I could have tweaked some things. I don't know, because I was just trying to be as objective as possible. So, because profiles, when you get them, it's just like, here's your profile.
Sure.
You can tweak it, obviously, but again, I just tried to be as fair as possible. And these all have tweaks on them,
Ben asked, how did the purchase presets do compared to the homebrewed presets?
Oh, well, why don't you go up and... shoot, I got all my paperwork down there. I'll just say this.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I made a lot of presets for this, and there was a couple that TJ picked that were really close that I made, and there were some that you picked that I made, and it seems like the ones that I made fared, and I know this sounds like I'm being super biased. It just is what it is,
Well, the scores are the scores.
The scores are the scores. So the ones I made ended up being closer, between the Kemper and the Helix, and the ones that I purchased were further away. I'll just say that,
Andrew Stonerock says, I think it's just Helix for the people who want total control for the money versus people who want to just plug and play.
I mean, if you're looking at incorporating something with your current tube amp rig, like let's say Dave wanted to get something with effects that would switch your amp and switch channels, and you have all these effects, this is really great, but if you came to me and said, well, which one should I buy, because I want one that'll switch channels but also give me effects, and every once in a while I just don't want to bring my amp to a gig, I would tell you to buy that.
Yeah.
Because this will do both.
The Kemper. Pointing to the Kemper.
Yeah, pointing to the Kemper. Because the Kemper does have the feel. And it was interesting, too, like some of the tones that you liked better, but you still like the feel here. You can't fix feel, but you can fix tone. You know what I mean? So, like, if Dave didn't like one of the tones in the Kemper and thought that it was a little too dark, which was some of the comments that you made, but you like the feel better, all you have to do is just turn up the highs and the treble, and
Easy.
then Kemper's your guy, so and I know I'm not trying to sound like a Kemper fan here. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to be fair and be very balanced with my points here, so you had something earlier that you were going to refer to later as far as that goes.
Well, it's very similar to what we're saying right this second.
Okay.
When we go into a music store and plug into an amp, the first thing we do is we're reaching for the knobs, and we dial in the way we want it. And we can't, in this situation, we can't do that. Time restraints and all that.
And you can't see what you're playing.
Yeah. So, is it fair not to tweak something to the best of its ability?
I think that it's fair to do that. Yes.
We could do that in another episode where we just have one or two players and spend a lot of time.
Yep. And because, again, even if I did do a bunch of tweaks, far be it from me to choose Dave's settings for him. You know what I mean? I mean, you would come in and go, what the hell were you thinking? I would want it like this. You know what I mean?
I don't think we'd be that far off.
Well, maybe not, but I definitely didn't want to be presumptuous. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why I kind of left things neutral. Now, in hindsight, could I have matched, like if the treble here was 5.5, should it be 5.5 there? Well, the thing is, though, is 5.5 on here could be 4.8 on here.
Exactly.
Because all treble knobs are different. They just are, So, so that was the thing that was going through my mind, too.
There's so many variables. Like my Fireball has a mid-range boost.
Yep.
Now, there's our rhythm guitar player, Petter. He doesn't make it to all the practices. When he's there, the mid-range boost has to be engaged. Otherwise, I'm not going to hear myself.
Yeah.
When he's gone, I take it out.
Okay.
So every situation is different.
No, you're right.
Different.
That's a good point. It really is a good point. So I think according to the scores, everybody felt that the Kemper felt better.
Yep, Kemper
Okay.
won each time.
Okay, so the Kemper won each time in tone and feel.
Yes.
So let me just say this then, and if anybody here disagrees with me, please speak up, because this, that's what this is about. It's a forum to talk. If the Kemper feels better, and it's scored better, between the two units, and all you had to do was tweak a few things as far as mid, treble, presence, whatever, and then you can make it to your taste. And then I think that he would probably separate the two even more. So instead of a score between 883 and 674, maybe it would be a bigger margin. I don't know what that number would be, but because again, feel is so important. I mean, would we all agree? Was there anybody here that would play a product that sounds great but feels terrible?
I do every time I go to Guitar Center.
So nobody would. So would anybody here play a product that feels absolutely fantastic but lacks a little bit in the tone, but with some tweaks it would fix it?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can fix the tone
Yeah.
somehow. at
So
some
tone's
point.
all fixable, but feel is not.
Nope.
Because feel is feel. So I think, again, I bring this up because that's something that the viewers aren't experiencing. They're not experiencing the feel factor. They're just experiencing.
Switch a cab, switch an IR,
Yeah.
presence, more
Yeah.
mids, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
And this captures that chewiness. That's the thing that I loved in the Kemper, was the chewiness. Like every time I played a good profile, there was something where I could feel the pick, not passing the string, but digging into it and then passing it. There was like that diggy chewiness, like awesomeness, And I just, I love how it feels, There was texture there, and it was more fun to play. And one of the things that I noticed when I was down here dialing all this stuff in was I would spend, anytime I found something that I dug, that's probably one of the reasons why it took me so long, because I'd sit there and play for 10 minutes and go, get back to work, because you're just having too much fun. So Johnny and Aaron, what did you guys think about like the score results and all that happy stuff?
I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's cool to know. I think both of them have, you can definitely get to what you want, on either unit.
You had a
But,
decent gap between Helix and you were 163
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and 119.
Yeah.
But
Make sure I'm on that one.
I'm honestly considering getting a Kemper.
Well,
I mean, just to have both, just to mess around with.
Right.
Sure.
I think it's good to try out.
Yeah.
Because there was actually a point where he accidentally hit both switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually sounded pretty good.
that sounded pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Jared, I'm not sure,
Sure.
in your last shows or whatever, did you use both of them in your setup?
On my last
Anastasi show?
Anastasi shows?
Yeah, the
Like-
last couple, or pretty much whenever you got the toaster.
Oh, I used the toaster a couple times.
With the
When I
Helix?
was on stage with TJ one time, I used it. But I have a Synergy rig upstairs that I adore, and so I play that for most of our shows. With the Helix as a controller and effects unit.
Okay.
Because now here's the thing, I'm glad you asked me that, because at the time I had the toaster and I had the remote separate. So going to a show and having to hook all that stuff up and everything was a bit of a hassle for me compared to hooking up the Helix with my Synergy rig, because that's in a rack and this is in a case. I plop it on the floor, I got my cables all snaked together, I plug everything into the same colored, I got those colored nuts, and I'm done. And it's super easy. So because of that, I chose that. Now that I have this form factor, and that's why I'm doing this video, because this form factor changes everything. Now, if I had to do another show, it's not that I prefer this over my Synergy rig, because I love that. I just love it very much. But, local shows are. 20 minutes, you got set up and get on stage, and then you got yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah, if you're lucky, you get 20 minutes. So let's just say 10. I mean, depending on the show, I would probably just bring this. Because this does everything I want it to do, and I'm not giving up the feel. I still got the feel and the tone and everything that I like. So I think that excuse me, I think that anybody here that has a Helix, I would recommend that you at least shoot them out for yourself and find your own tones and shoot them out and feel what you want to feel, and you know what I mean. And at that point, you would, because again, they're only $100 apart. You know what I mean? So $100 more, you get the Kemper, and you get, yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I think they're great units. This is made more for the Helix is made more for working with your gear. The Kemper was made more for replacing it. You know. So, Aaron, what did you think?
Yeah, I the band that I'm in is, we just finished wrapping a recording. Everything but one song was the Helix.
Okay.
I got the Kemper like a week before we had to retrack one of our songs.
Okay.
So part of me was like, sink or swim. What a better way to learn it than this?
Yeah.
You know. And I'm the type of person, when I root for something, I want the score to be like 100-0.
Yeah.
You know, when I watch the Lions, I want it to be 100-0. I never get that, but that's what I want. You know.
Yeah.
I came into this honestly kind of rooting for the Kemper stuff because I just spent some money on it. So obviously my last, heart and dough, you want it to be you wanted to have the edge. I was shocked that maybe it wasn't a blowout with the Helix. And I know I'm kind of coming with a couple of random points. That one of the people that was watching was mentioning about how the style of players were similar. And I personally don't consider myself a metal guy.
Yeah.
I love every single one of these guys. His bands are top notch. But one thing I've noticed with the Kemper that I kind of feel, maybe I'm wrong, so it's a statement, but it's a question. I want you to bust me if I'm wrong. Is I'm at that spot with having the Kemper only a few weeks, is that I'm doing the exploration.
Yeah.
All of the players that I look up to, which is a lot of blues-based players, like, Warren Haynes, Coco Montoya, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, a lot of those guys were probably a lot of metal guys are like, Coco chocolate, what? It's like, I'm seeing some of the amps that they're using, which is amps
Speaking
like
of
your car
chocolate.
amp. And I guess so the point I'm trying to get to is that for me, while I'm going through that learning curve with the Kemper.
There's a bit of it.
It's while we even like me and I talked. Some of the effects I use are sparse and here and there. It's convenient on a Helix to know like this button right here is going to do that. I'm not jumping to another profile. That's just getting used to that.
Yeah.
But am I wrong to feel maybe that the Kemper has the edge automatically because like I said, I watched some of these blues guys forever. They were using a car amp. The Helix doesn't have a car amp, and it's almost too boutique for it to even be on the radar.
Yeah.
I went on the free Kemper website. There's like 10 of them right there.
Yeah.
That I could just download and get, and honestly, I played it through my Strat. I thought it was terrible. I grabbed my Les Paul and I was like, I'm using this. I almost wanted to go back and retract some other things just because I'm like, wow, I finally, And it puts you in that spot where you turn into the 12-year-old kid of, the guys with the pictures on my walls, I've got their gear,
Yeah.
And while the Helix is great, it's been good to me for years,
Yeah.
I just almost feel like the Kemper, the fact that it's giving you all those amp options and it's not processed. Some of the problem I had with the Helix was it was too hard to use the Helix and not sound like you were playing through a computer.
Gotcha.
And with the Kemper, it seems like I just feel like it cuts all that out.
Yeah.
Well,
the Kemper's only as good as the profiles that are in it.
Yeah.
So, you can play, and we've all done it. I mean, all of us guys that play Kempers, I mean, you could pull up a horrible profile, but you can't judge the product based on the profile that you're playing through. The profile might just be crap. And that's why I used a lot of different profiles, because if one really, like with Phil, he was like, wow, this is terrible, and then the next one he's like, oh, it just redeemed itself. Perfect example of what I was saying, because you can have that just yin and yang, and I did that on purpose. I didn't pick crappy profiles. I just picked stuff that I thought would match whatever it was going up against, but I'm not you, and so I do the best I can with that. But I mean, what was good about that was, like getting back to what you're saying, is like there is a little bit of a learning curve with anything though, so but I think that if you spent enough time, let's just talk about the Kemper for a minute. If you spend enough time with the Kemper, and I'm not talking weeks, I'm talking a day or two, maybe a couple hours per day, and found some profiles that work for you, I think that you would be completely happy with it.
Sure.
And some of the subtleties as far as the chewiness, the feel, and all that kind of stuff might take a few days.
Yeah.
But then what I would recommend anybody do is play this for, I don't know, a couple days, couple band practices. Then go back to the product, whatever it is, whether it's a Helix, a head rush, or XFX, doesn't matter. And then judge them based how they feel now. You know what I mean? And then go, all right, I can see, you know, a lack here, or maybe not, you know, and then that will give you a better idea of what's going on there, you know. So I think giving it a fair shake with the kind of stuff that you dig and you pick it out and you dial it in is the best way to test it out,
for sure.
you know. So, all right, well, I want to thank everybody for coming. We're gonna get some more pizza because
Get some food.
this one's getting hangry. But yeah, thank you.
We'll have a sleepover.
There we go. There's plenty of beer up there. Well, I want to thank all you guys. If it wasn't for you guys coming here and spending the evening and the afternoon with us, this wouldn't have been what it is. So.
And thank you guys for putting all of the time in the back end of things and just making this happen and having us out.
Our pleasure.
We did.
Yeah.
Our pleasure. It really was. I mean, it wouldn't be what it is without all of us working together. So
right.
we really appreciate it. So thank you all for watching, and you know, please share this and feel free to comment. We want to know what your thoughts are about tonight. And this did go a little longer than we thought, but
just 2 hours longer.
Yeah. But
No
it was
big deal.
worth it. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it because I
Absolutely.
think this was a very thorough, you know, shootout. So all of our fight nights will not be this long, though.
No. Kind of have a learning curve too.
Yeah, exactly.
But tune in. It's the first Sunday of every month. That's when we're doing our fight nights. Our next episode will be the Friedman ASC-12 against the new Line 6 Power Cab 2x12. There were a lot of comments tonight about our Friedman amps in here. A lot of people were very curious and wanted to know. So stay tuned next month. It'll be all those questions will be answered,
Yep, Friedman
right?
ASC 12 versus the new Line 6 Power Cab 2x12.
Right.
That's the next shootout.
And
the next fight
then
night.
the following one, then, now that we have a winner.
Kemper versus XFX 3.
That's right.
That's the next one. So, all right, well, stay tuned, guys. And I got to find where the mouse is clicking here. Can you scoot up just a hair, Mr. Johnny? Yeah, there we go. And thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night. Love you all, and we'll see you on the next one.